Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 6 of Hashtag Total Markout. So, your hosts for today. To my immediate right, here's our bud, the EC Dub Wrestling Classic. His wrestling recommendations are fantastic. Knows how to clobber, but he's the champion of jobbers. He is Dan the Geek King Adamson. And on my far right, he's a nostalgia king, rock worshipping, got a silent D, always argues with me, Erik with a K, thinks Danielson is gay. Here's Erik Van Djismie!
Silent D's for the win.
And I am the show producing, euphoria inducing, all around good guy, make shit up on the fly, got my face in a cup, so shut the fuck up, genius! That is Steve Jones 313. Suck it, how are you doing, everybody?
I'm fine, I'm back.
He's back
again, and a second return in only 7 shows.
Exactly. This guy's got more fucking returns than the Undertaker.
I'm getting there. I'm
Yes.
back, I'm still alive, I'm in good health, and everything's swell.
And we are on the road to WrestleMania.
And in 4 days, I certainly will
We're
be.
on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This son bitch is flying to WrestleMania.
Yes,
Well,
I am, and I'm officially excited.
Peasants gotta walk and rich men gotta fly, you know. I've been looking forward to this episode because this is the episode before WrestleMania. This is the final time where if you're not excited for WrestleMania by now, you're not a wrestling fan.
Yeah, man.
This is WrestleMania. It's coming. It's going to be great. And hell, all the matches that we've got lined up, WWE have done a great job of giving a lot of good matches. I mean, for your nostalgia, you've got your Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and also for your Attitude Era versus your PG Era, you've got your Cena versus Rock. For those who are big fans of wrestling, and as I like it,
Wrestling.
you got Y2J Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. For those of you who just like going to the bathroom, you've got Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. You know, you've got some.
We got 2 options because you got the Divas match as well.
No, it was right what he said the first time.
No, you go to the first time, during the Bryan match, then the second time because you found out a couple of things.
If Brian
It's hot in Florida,
Sheamus doesn't open, I'll be very shocked.
Yeah,
It should be opening.
No, it'll be Cody.
No,
It'll be Cody, big show.
Thing is, I'm a wrestling, so I might as well just jump straight into it.
Yeah.
I'm a wrestling traditionalist. I believe that if you win WrestleMania, you should be at the main event of Mania.
You mean the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, if you were the
We knew
Rumble,
what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is, your winner of the Royal Rumble is Sheamus, which I'm like, well done. You're friends of Triple H, awesome.
Yes.
But he's a good worker, and it's like, great, so he's going to the main event of Mania. And then it's like, you're going to fight Daniel Bryan. And that's when my wrestling allegiance kind of wavers a bit, because like, would I really want that as the main event? And it's really hard because I think the way I can justify it now is not only by saying, well, look, it's Undertaker.
Yeah.
And you got the Rock and Cena. Like, okay, Rock and Cena's not going to be the main event. It's not. It's going to be
It's not going to
Undertaker.
go to the show. Undertaker's not going
According to the schedule, according to the
No, I've heard that that's going to be the middle. The
Yeah.
Hell in the Cell. And
No.
Rock-
I've seen a preview of the WrestleMania card. They've billed Undertaker as the big one.
Alright.
It's because think about it. You're going to be in an open air arena.
Mm-hmm.
Hell in a Cell. You're not going to bring it down and put it back up. What happens if there's a problem?
Well, yeah.
What happens if there's a mechanical problem? Once you bring it down, you can't get it back up. You know what you're saying? Have every match in itself. But they won't do that.
No.
This
isn't lockdown. What? What? Book the wrong ticket.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't put if Undertaker wasn't in that match. You could give good argument for The Rock versus Cena to be the main event. Obviously, you could probably do it by now by saying, well, that's what the build must be.
Right.
Here's my simple point about this concept of. I'm talking
No,
about.
no.
See, I'm not going to get into a rant about The Rock and Cena just yet. I'm talking about the structure of the card. The structure of the card, I would be happy to have that in the middle. John Cena versus The Rock in the middle of the 2 championships. Have the World Championship. I don't care if you have matches between them. I'm talking about if there were just those 3 matches. Begin with your World, have your Rock Cena in the middle, and have CM Punk Jericho. First of all, Jericho and Punk, right? Punk's worked his arse off to be the WWE champion at that, at Mania, so he deserves to have the spot there. And quite frankly, when you've got a match like that, you want to go into it positively, and having a Cena Rock match is going to have that, positive you want to go into, and then it's also served. But if you think about it, a lot of people aren't there to see Punk and Jericho, which pisses me off because I'm a fan of wrestling, but no, people will, showmanship. Fair enough, Shawn Michaels was great at that, but he also was a great wrestler. The Rock and Cena right now are great showmen. They've got this great feud going on. And that whatever the result of that match is, it's either going to be, Rock wins! And then Jericho and Punk will allow people to calm down a little bit in building up for the main event, which would be Undertaker and Triple H. Or it'll be, fuck you, Cena, you won your bastard! And then having a match with Jericho and Punk, somewhat, at least half the audience is going to be fucking happy with that one as well.
But the problem with that is that you risk a 25 syndrome.
Uh-huh.
Where you had the greatest match that, in my opinion, ever was with Taker and Shawn.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, every match just they took too much out of the crowd. The crowd too much was taken out of the crowd.
Yeah.
And they were just like,
it didn't help that Randy Orton and Triple H.
Randy Orton and Triple H was a really bad match anyway. But full stop.
And I
the
don't
crowd.
care what anybody says who tries to defend that match. It was horrendous.
I'm not trying to defend that.
No,
match.
not you.
What I'm saying is the match itself. It wasn't a great match. It was a half-decent match at best.
It was one of the best feuds of that
And
year. The build-up
was great.
every week was amazing. You were tuning in to see Raw, to see what Randy Orton and Triple H were doing.
But the problem was, though, it was like you're sitting there, you just watched the greatest match you'd ever seen, and you're sitting there going, wow, don't think anything else could, and they brought so much emotion out of that crowd, and the crowd was probably sitting there going, I really do have a breather right now.
You know it's bad when Sim Snooker gets talked more about than Triple H and Randy Orton main event of that WrestleMania. That's how, you know what I mean?
He was the cameraman.
He was the cameraman that did the
I know.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's how much that was so lackluster.
But going back to your point of the Royal Rumble winner being the main event, I believe you've now got some stats on that. If I was remembering that right, the last time before the one you're mentioned here, it happened would have been, I believe Randy got it the last time. And then the time before that would have been Batista at 21.
That's the thing, I've just been going through there. Batista won the Royal Rumble in 2005 and he got the main event.
Yeah.
Since then, since 2005, with 2006, Ray, no main event. Undertaker, no main event. Cena, no main event. Orton in 2009 for 25, he got the main event. And then after that, Edge, Del Rio, and probably Sheamus all have not got the main event at WrestleMania after all winning the Rumble.
But which two of them opened the card?
Is
Del Rio opened the card last year. Edge was mid.
So
I think it was like
is the Royal Rumble becoming more and more redundant?
No, the idea behind it is very much still there. It gives everyone an opportunity to be a title match.
The build-up for the match was amazing.
But
the match itself.
The problem being is you have to look at who's going to be there and the other matches you're going to put on the card.
Yeah.
If you're going to put, like you've just pointed out there, you're not going to put Bryan and Sheamus in the main event of WrestleMania over Rock, Cena.
Even Jericho or Punk, if you just go by the titles. You look at 2 years ago, Shawn Michaels Undertaker main evented, and it wasn't for the title. It was a retirement match versus the Streak.
Well, I'll go even further back.
Now, do you agree?
Look at it. Rick versus Randy. Mid-card. What was the main event?
Hogan and Sid. Very true. So it hasn't always happened. It hasn't always been.
But that was
before. Yeah, but technically, even since Yogo did get the main event for 9, but Hogan, but he still had to defend the title. So he got both main events.
Well,
actually, if you go to 10, where the main event was supposed to be.
Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bigelow at 11.
Yeah, 10. The main event was. Because they had the two winners.
They had the 2 winners, yeah.
You see,
10 was Luger, and then it was Hart, and Hart got the main event.
See, I'm looking forward to next year's Royal Rumble where we can really get into this discussion because I think it'd be unfair. Because I know I've started it. So I apologize. I have got a lot of opinions about the Royal Rumble, and so I can't wait for next year when we get to really delve into that. But in relation to the Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, we're going to have some. It's a very statistical show today because I've got the people's odds of winning their matches, and Djismie's been working very hard on some WrestleMania stats.
I have fuck all.
Well, you work every week. It's your turn to have a break.
I'm here every episode, so
Yeah,
I'm a part timer.
He's doing a Jericho. I've never been off with injury.
You're like I was like Darren Young. I was Mr. No Days Off until I was at TNA and I took ill.
You were not missing no days off until the second episode.
It's okay though. I'm here now.
I wasn't going down the Jericho route.
The question is though, when you were in hospital, did you have Mr. Socko to keep you company?
Sadly, I didn't.
What about Austin with the kiddies?
I didn't have any Twitter, so I couldn't contact him to come and see us.
Because he would have just come to.
I just had to hit Vince in the bed next to us. I just had to attack Vince myself. I could have beat Vince, but I don't know.
Let's go back to Mania before we get off topic more than we did in the first episode.
I believe you have some statistics in regards to WrestleMania.
So, shall we start off by going through the matches? Just so you could give us our stats on the competitors during the match.
Yeah.
I
was thinking, we'll combine all the segments.
What we'll do is, we'll start with one that you haven't got.
Yes.
Damn.
So I'll go with the Divas match.
Wow.
Which I like to call a beer run.
Scarily, that's the one
I know. I'm saying you've got them.
No, that's what I started with my statistics.
I like to call Divas match a beer run, but
Well, actually, before we do that, Djismie, I know you've been ill, so you have a couple of. Does anyone mind if I start with three very quick rock facts?
No, do it. You schooled me. I'll admit on air, he schooled me last time. He really did. I'll take defeat, so let the master at work.
Now, here's the thing, right? The first one's a joke. The other two are actual legitimate facts, which I researched and double-checked, okay?
Okay.
So your first one. When The Rock was a baby, he spoke his first words via satellite.
Oh. Right. No, I don't want to fall out.
Now.
No, that's horrible.
Now, hang on.
Hashtag Team Filmer.
Here's your first true fact, right?
Come on then.
The Rock is worth approximately $9 million more than the most expensive diamond in the world. True fact. That is a true fact. Certainly, The Rock has 551 wins in the WWE and 203 losses at best count. Just to point that out. Meaning he has a winning percentage of over 73%.
Fact.
Pick that out, Cena.
Oh, trust me. You don't want it to start going down the Cena route, man, because that guy's a good friend.
Right, so let's say we'll start with the Divas match.
Yep.
Anyone got any comments on it?
Yes. What's the point?
It's a celebrity match, that's the point. And we needed a celebrity, and just like last year with Snooki, we're throwing women in.
You know what?
Yeah, but at least this woman's not a midget troll.
Sorry, it should have been...
Skanky show.
No, it should... Fuck that shit, right? If you're going to have a Divas match at fucking WrestleMania, it should be something like... You know what? This is what I'd do. I'd get Vince McMahon's wallet, open that motherfucker up, throw out the fucking Vince McMahon dollars, get up all the way to Toronto, Canada, and go, Trish, we've got Beth Phoenix. She's the Divas champion. You guys have been teasing a feud for a while now. Fucking come down. And if Trish doesn't go, okay, I'll do it. If Trish doesn't do that, then you go and find Amy Dumas, in other words, Lita, and go, Lita, we've got a lot of money.
She used to be in North Kakalaki, then she moved up towards Toronto and then Chicago. And if you
what are you, stalking her?
No, I don't know who she's shagging.
Oh, right.
Yes, so a.k.a. stalking.
You know what? and if Lita says no, if Lisa says, look for Tori Wilson, look for the Divas, and if you can't get any of those fucking Divas...
Wow, you went from Lita and Trish to Tori Wilson.
Why wouldn't you?
Because two of them can wrestle.
Are in TNA.
First of all, Tori's going to be there.
Why didn't you just go... Why didn't you build up with one who's already there?
Well, let's
see. Why didn't you make it Beth versus Natty?
Oh, yeah, Natalia.
Rather than the farm, drop the farm and give it Go Serious.
You can't drop it this quickly.
Why not? They already have. It's not been on TV.
Because you've only got a fucking week. You can't do it in a week.
They are fighting each other on Superstars.
Yeah, but
I don't know about... No, I'm saying if you're going to have a Divas match, like you just said there, right?
Non-spoiler.
If you're going to have a Divas match, why don't you just go out there and... Why don't you go, right, we're going to build up Natalia versus Beth?
In a week. You see...
I've just said...
Yes.
You've just gone, I'm going to throw money towards Trish and Lita. I'm guessing you're going to build that up longer than a week.
The thing is...
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying...
The next night after change.
I'm saying you made a very theory.
There's a very smart reason for it, and that's simply because... People wish, like Trish and Leah, they are established female veterans. They are the kind of people that can come out of Mania and get a pop like that. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter who the fucker it is. It could be fucking Ivory. It could be Mighty Molly.
Great.
Mighty.
Yes.
It could be anything. They could come out pop. It's going to be like, holy shit, what the fuck? Now, Trish would obviously get your biggest pop, followed by Lita. And then you go down the list.
Hell, bring Tori back, and I don't mean Wilson, I mean X-Pac and Kane's Tori. That would get ratings.
I mean, obviously, the one diva you don't want to bring back is like China. But that's...
No, I see China would get a big pop as well. I'm going to defend China on this one.
Probably along the line.
She's a lying, useless fuckwit of a whore.
And she's still one of the most impactful women the wrestling business has ever seen, and everyone knows who she is, and she deserves
her face looks like a fucking grape with a tumour.
See,
that doesn't matter.
See, you're wrong. She's not a woman at all. She's got a bigger cock than most men in the back had.
Well, that's because she shagged Triple H.
Anyway, my point is, right, I would love Natalya. I would love Natalya to be fighting Beth Phoenix. Hell, I'd like Karma, but of course she's got her personal issues, which, we won't, because it's not a joking matter. But with... I would love it to be Natalya. But
I'm saying, yeah, but if you were going to do this, you were going to build it up properly. You wouldn't have given her a thought and given it to start with, and you would have built her up correctly. That's what I'm saying.
Of course, and I agree.
Build it up and give them a good week.
Of course.
Why have to go outside the company and go,
Why not have
Robin threw Maria Menounos in, or whatever she's fucking called, Maria. It's not my Maria. It's not my Maria.
You know what annoys me? You know what annoys me? It's the fact that even Bret Hart's going, WWE's testing her. No, they're fucking not.
She has wrestled before. You can't knock her on that one.
No, I'm not.
No, sorry, Natalya. I thought we were still on about Maria.
Bret Hart commented on Maria Menounos.
No, like I say, but she did come out. No, but she has come out and said herself.
Got some damn good titties.
That everybody does go through random gimmicks like that. So it could be a statement.
She said herself that everyone gets a bad gimmick and you've got to work with it. If you're willing to work with it, they usually give you something good.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Eve. Is she happy about the current gimmick she's doing?
Gank.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'd like to say?
Got a Mania match.
You see, if another idea would have been, you got all these divas in the match. You could even incorporate the entire fart gimmick into it by having Trish, Lita, and Ivory and Tori, maybe. If you can get her on board, if she's still able to work.
That's Tori with one R and no E.
Yep. And they could come out as a Diva stable and say, what the fuck have you done to the Divas division?
Yes.
You fuck. And then at WrestleMania, it's Divas versus Women's Champion, So it becomes, again, it's another...
More nostalgia.
Embracing the he's literally he's literally hugging himself as he's embracing himself.
I know he's been ill with that, but you have to give him something like that. Really. You have to make him feel good.
Well, every match in WrestleMania for me would have a legend in it.
We've gone through the ideas, we've explained what we feel about the match.
Yeah.
Mr. Erik Van Djismie, please hit us with those stats.
Well, what I was doing, I've been going through every participant at WrestleMania win and loss records, which took a lot of work, I have to say. So the first one, I did. Strangely enough, I decided. What?
Carry on.
I decided to do the Diva match, surprisingly enough.
Go on.
So obviously, this is Maria Menounos.
I believe it's Menounos.
It's debut.
I believe it's Greek.
So, what I was thinking, could she possibly, we've got a celebrity, they usually win. Is she going to join the Butterbean, Mayweather, Snooki, one and all club?
She probably will do.
Sorry, that is the oddest stable in the fucking world. What was it? Butterbean, Snooki,
Mayweather. Oh, and Aki Bono as well.
Can you imagine them three get out the stage? Yeah. And Maria would be in the front.
To me, though, there is going to be 5 future Hall of Fames.
Yeah,
Snooki in the Hall of Fame.
No, it is.
There will be the celebrity win.
The celebrity win. But the thing is, we got Drew Carey last year, one appearance in the Mania. All these people will be undefeated at WrestleMania, so why not put that in the speech? Hey, I was only 18 or 19 away from Undertaker.
Because the Miz ripped that gimmick off 2 years ago.
And I ripped that gimmick off years before that.
So, her tag team partner is
Kelly, a woman, a diva, who has never won at WrestleMania. She lost at 25 and 26 in...
who cares? It's Kelly.
In tag team matches. No, but I'm saying, obviously, so this could be our first win at WrestleMania. Finally get our WrestleMania vote.
And now we go to the opposition, Beth
Phoenix. 1-2 record. So she won at 24 with Melina and the Playboy Bunny Lumberjill match against Ashley and Maria.
It's something like that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what it was called, the Playboy Bunny Lumberjill tag team match with Snoop Dogg as a special MC.
And then also being on the same team as Kelly for both matches, she lost at 25 and 26.
But 25 was the Battle Royal, I believe.
Yeah. Wait,
right, so
we'll go into that Battle Royal later for some other interesting stats.
Right,
and Eve Torres, the same thing. It's her third WrestleMania appearance, and she has lost both matches as well with 25 and 26. So for these women, it's 3 for Kelly, third appearance for Kelly, fourth appearance for Beth Phoenix, and third appearance for Eve. None of them have a plus win record, which I thought was very intriguing.
So, talking a bit like a below 500 average.
Yeah.
And now, then, we've done the Divas. I believe that's your finish with stats.
That is,
right?
And that's what I just...
We've done Divas. I can see
we give them equal time.
So
obviously Vince won at WrestleMania.
We've gave them more time than Vince is going to give them.
That stats was longer than that Diva match will last.
So let's throw it out there. The Legend Killer, the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Keith Orton, and the Big Red Monster Kane.
I can't wait.
Right. Well, I've got some stats here. Basically, what I've done is I've worked out the odds.
First things first.
You're not doing the Diva
Should we
match?
talk about the match?
Are you not going to do the...
I'm just going to explain what I've done.
Yeah, but are you not going to do your Diva match stats?
I didn't do
He hasn't got it.
Because
it was only announced.
I won't be watching it. I'll be too busy counting rice.
You'll be looking in the crowd for the hashtag Total Mark outside.
Yeah, it's going to be up there at some point now.
Stay away! If you can do a Total Markout chant, I will pay you. I will pay you 20 quid on the spot if you can get a Total Markout chant. An extra 20 quid if you can get to do the hashtag. Because
that is a challenge that I will embrace.
That's your WrestleMania challenge. And it's on show. It's on the show. So it's 20 quid if you can get a Total Markout chance, and extra 20, so that'll be 40 quid in total if you get the hashtag as well. And by the way, that doesn't mean just you with a couple
No.
I want to hear at least 100 people. Right,
Each your section. So Randy Keith Orton versus Kane.
So basically, just to quickly explain what I'll be doing after we discuss this, I've done the odds of certain people winning and like stuff like that. So basically, these aren't going to be like your betting odds, because everybody knows they're bumped up a bit for the sake of money. But these are big, and this is also assuming that wrestling is 100% genuine and real and not scripted in any way, shape, or form. So this is going purely by win-loss records and all that, and averages and all that jazz.
So let's get into let's get into the actual thing.
Yes.
Are we happy with the match?
No.
Yes.
Balance!
Right.
All is restored!
I'll do the refereeing gimmick again. Stealing Djismie.
Well,
Eric, explain to me why you're happy with it. Other than the fact that Randy and Kane
other than the fact that Kane's got a Mania match.
I've got no problem with that.
No.
And Randy's got
it. Actually, right, like I said, it's been discussed on the show, Randy Orton's gimmick at the moment really pisses me off. I prefer him as a heel. But in this gimmick, I'm seeing some of his old ways coming in, because it looks like he will have to look for that way to find a victory over Kane. I'm liking the build-up, the attack, and I was hoping, I know this is me, but I was hoping for possibly a casket match or an Inferno match, because I think there's a few too many single matches on the card.
They're not going to risk Randy Orton in an Inferno match, and they're not going to have Kane job a casket match. Because it's not his match.
Well, something similar along those lines. I think it should be a no disqualification gimmick match.
It probably will be.
Right, that's what I'm hoping for.
It'll probably add it next week.
I still say an Inferno match would have been pretty awesome. We set Kane's face on fire.
You've already seen a Hell in a Cell, dude.
Yeah.
Stop asking for more gimmicks. You're lucky to see a Hell in a Cell, for fuck's sake.
I am looking to see a Hell in a
There's a pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell later on the year.
Doesn't mean anything compared to this.
Here's my 2 cents about the fact, right?
Hello.
I'm happy for Kane to be at Mania. I think he should be at Mania. He deserves to be at WrestleMania, and he deserves to win at WrestleMania, as far as I'm concerned.
But Randy?
Randy has done fuck all, as far as I'm concerned, to earn a spot at WrestleMania. It's basically, he comes back, and then it's like, boom, you're in WrestleMania. Thanks, boss. You know, I mean, I'm sorry. And I know a lot of people say, you just use that as an excuse. Well, unfortunately,
No, you tell the truth.
Randy
I agree with that.
Randy Orton.
It's just like you
I'm
said
not
about
the first
Sheamus.
person. I'm not being the first person. Right? I think Sheamus did win the Royal Rumble because he was first Triple H. Do I think he deserved it? I think he did deserve it as well. But looking how they've built it, it's kind of like, well, basically what you've done is You took potential and then you kind of, you confused it with spaghetti. You threw it against the wall and hoped it would stick. That's not how potential works. But Randy Orton hasn't done anything really, in my mind, to garner a WrestleMania match. You've got a lot of people on the card there. Again, Kane could have been involved in, Money in the Bank match. He could have been involved in. You could have found some on the card. I mean, hell, you could even have a fucking. It could have been. In my mind, I could even see it as Big Show versus Kane rather than Big Show Cody Rhodes. Kane gets the Intercontinental Championship. Everyone's like, oh fuck, Cody gets some time off. Yes, or he just ends up on Team, Long or whatever. Not Team Long, Team Laurinaitis. And then it's Big Show comes up for Kane, then you got Kane and Big Show, you've got two big guys. So if Big Show loses, you can conceive it happening. And if you think about it, Kane and Big Show, the last time Big Show won, as far as I remember, was when he was in a tag team as the tag team champions with Kane when they went against...
Last year was in the 4 as well.
But he was still with Kane in the team.
He was still with Kane,
Kane now, Kane is gives.
So Kane could turn around and say, the only times you've won at WrestleMania is when I've been on your team. Now that you and I are not on the team, you're fucked. And then Big Show could be like, oh, I see. Boom, motherfucker. Then it's like this big feud between two monsters for the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay.
No! Randy Orton, because of an injury, he's like, I had an injury and I deserve compensation. We'll put you at Mania. How about that? Yay! So
I would have liked to have seen a 4-way. I think it would have given more time to all the... Because these matches, you've got to think, with the 4 main events, right?
For the Intercontinental Championship?
Yeah. So the Intercontinental, of course, embrace your titles. I am WWE from WrestleMania 19 to 25. Yeah. I am not going to put the Intercontinental title on that. That title has been around since 1979. Yes, that could have had your Orton, Kane, Big Show, Cody being the younger guy. 3 guys billing for the Intercontinental title. They've all been in world title pictures over the last few years. And they think, no, I want this Intercontinental title.
They would have brought the Intercontinental back up.
Yeah. Could you imagine, even if we had a feud that went through with these guys trading a title over the year, each get a reign, push this title again and see what it meant.
Right, so we've talked we've talked about alternatives, and we'll go with you and hit those out. Fun.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm not going to bother with the whole win-to-loss ratio, but Randy Orton and Kane both actually have an equal chance of winning this match because they're pretty much even at Mania in terms of averages and all that jazz. So, if Randy Orton wins at WrestleMania, it will most likely be after an RKO at 12 minutes and 12 seconds. And if Kane wins, it will most likely be after a chokeslam at 9 minutes and 42 seconds. So, the shorter a match it is, the more it favours Kane. But the odds are equal. Is just 50-50 with these two because they are equal at Mania. Yeah. If you wanted to be really pedantic, if you really want to be pedantic about it, you would have to argue that going just by averages alone, that Kane has the better chance because he's got far more experience and being the bigger guy, he's got more of a chance here. But you are not taking into account the fact that it's scripted and obviously people who friends are friends. So statistically speaking, it's even odds. Pedantic speaking, Kane's got the upper hand here, and the shorter match would favour Kane.
Erik Van Djismie, hit me with those funky stats.
Well, I'm hoping for. This is Kane's.
White boy myself.
This is Kane's 14th WrestleMania appearance. Match, sorry, not appearance. I only went by matches, not if you were a Lumberjillo in the dark match in the Battle Royal. It is a current record of 6 wins to 7 losses. So I was thinking, do you think they will equal this out? He won last year. He was on a losing streak of 2 before that. Win, loss, 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 win, loss. So it's quite spread out. So I was thinking this could really get him up to 7-7, and then also another thing would be.
Okay, so you've gone 6-7, right?
Yeah, 6 wins.
You had evens.
I had even. I had 7-7.
Which is.
So where's the 7-1?
Well, I include dark matches and shit.
Oh, you include dark matches.
Did you include the Battle Royal?
That's
probably.
See, well, I haven't included because.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, it was because to me that was the end of that match. That was a different show. It's like
it was.
Well, you know. Well, actually, if you go by that, it would be 8-7 because they did the Sunday Night Heat match when they beat Lance Storm and William Regal? Oh, so it might be
I
that one
don't
you
think
counted.
Sunday Night Heat though, because
No, that one that was.
But it was still a dark match.
It was advertised as a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but then it got moved. So, well, whatever. But
Whatever.
that's how I
And also,
say
you got to remember, my stats are based upon the principle that it's not scripted.
And my stats are basically if the match was at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right. And Randy Orton is 4-4.
Yeah, we've got that.
Yeah. Obviously, well, he won his first one against Rotten Foley.
I didn't quite catch. Did you catch that?
No, I didn't catch that.
Yes, they went Rock and Foley with his handicap match with Flair and Batista.
No, Evolution didn't.
I've never been so.
I've never seen that.
I was so hyped up for that match. I was in the house with a major Foley fan at the time. We thought they had no chance, and an Evolution fan. It was Triple H, and he loved anything Evolution. We thought we just ribbed him all day that they had no chance. During the match, the guy who was the Evolution fan was falling asleep. And when Randy Orton hit that RKO on Foley, we were like, kick out. And when he won, I've never seen our faces drop so much. And he's half asleep in the chair and he just starts clapping. Because he didn't hear them. He's told you, lads. And I was like, you're not even watching, you fuckwit. I was just really into that, because that was thinking he just must have been so conscious tuned into the music and seen the match already. So, yeah.
But
fucking love I've heard of a sleeper match before.
But after that, so Randy Orton fell out in favour. And then he had his match with he had the 22 with Angle and Ray.
Yes.
Which was first rumoured that it was going to be Orton's spot, even though Ray won obviously there was more.
It was going to be Eddie's.
Well, it was going to be Eddie's, but then Ray won the Rumble. Then Orton won the match No Way Out.
Yeah.
And he got the spot, and then Teddy made it a triple threat.
Yeah.
But apparently, if there was one thinking behind that, Orton was going to be World Heavyweight Champion after that match. But he was his backstage issues.
He shot in someone's bag.
Yeah, Amy Weber. I liked Amy Weber.
You like every dealer with a big pair of tits.
Bring back the cabinet. Anyway.
Is that your nickname for him?
As long as they're open out. Anyway, so he lost that one. And then they really didn't have much for him. They had the rated RKO in 06 after that.
Yeah.
And then they were both putting Money in the Bank, which we know Mr. Kennedy won.
Yeah,
A.K.A. Anderson.
He had a great Money in the Bank show.
Oh, he did. He got a lot of RKO spots. But this is when I think Orton became super heel this year. And that's a little bit... And then obviously he got the win at 24, which solidified that really in the triple threat. And then lost at 25 to what we were talking about earlier, Triple H, in one of the worst matches. But he's currently on a two-match winning streak in Mania. So, I'm going to give this to Kane, and I think they'll both be good. I think Orton will lose at this Mania. Because I think, obviously, Cena being destroying Kane in the ambulance match, they tried to ruin this gimmick. I think they need to bring some things back to Kane to bring some dominance back and get the victory over Randy Orton. So, this will be Orton's 9th match and Kane's 14th.
Next up,
Cody Rhodes versus The Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship.
We've just touched on it a little bit there.
So what do we think about this match in its form? Obviously, I've talked about how much I would like to be Big Show versus But Cody Rhodes versus The Big Show. How do we think?
I like the match itself, the way that they've set up for Big Show to get the title. But what I don't like is the fact that how stupid they're making Cody look. What do you do with a 7-foot monster? Oh, you piss him off. So he's already pissed off. What do you do then? You continue to wind him up.
Yeah, but is this... Obviously, he's playing mind games, right? And I know you're saying about mind games, this is going to go wrong for him.
As I said on Twitter,
but does he...
Mind games.
Yes.
You're doing it wrong.
Yes. But does he have some backup in this match? You never know. Lord Tensai?
That's, no,
not
Lord Tensai is coming in for... I'll touch on it briefly. And either a push against Randy Orton or John Cena.
Yeah.
Or he'll be Johnny Ace's bodyguard.
Yeah. But you never know. He could have some... It could be a body... It could be some big guy coming in. I've heard another rumour, but I won't say anything. But I have heard of another big guy coming in.
No. Rumour. Come on.
You want to hear it?
You can't just throw it on there and say, I'm not going to say anything.
We don't do SmackDown Raw TNS.
Do you want to hear this rumour I've heard? And
he
has actually... This guy has come out and said, yes, WWE have signed me. Viscera.
Yeah.
Viscera. Not Shaq.
Excuse me one moment.
No! And I'm ecstatic to hear this. So like
fucking bullshit.
You're not happy to say Big Vis back, Dan?
No, I'm not.
What?
No,
not Big Daddy V. We're on about Viscera.
I'm talking about Viscera.
Ah, well.
This struggles so much with mobility. It's the same reason that the late great Yoko got released. Right? The late great Yokozuna got released because he couldn't control his eating habits, he couldn't control his movements, and he was finding it difficult to work. What do you think Viscera is going to do at over 400 pounds? Zan the Legend's good friend, Viscera.
No wrong with that.
You'll hear more about that prick later on.
No, I was happy to hear that, and that was what came to mind. I thought, maybe Cody does have someone in the locker that nobody's seeing, and that's going to be the big thing. It might be just rumours, but
I don't think...
Well, he said he's been signed, so... And with, obviously, the rumours of Albert, a.k.a. Lower Tensai, come back, is Vince listening to me?
A.k.a. Giant Bernard.
Yeah. Is he finally bringing back legends that should never have been released, in my opinion, in the first place?
Hold on. Albert is not a legend.
Yes, he is.
He's a vet.
He's not a legend, he's a veteran of business.
Viscera.
Let's go down your route then, shall we? He's a legend, is he? How many more titles does he have?
None. He's a former Intercontinental Champion. He was a star of the Attitude Era, and he has paid his dues.
Doesn't make him a legend yet.
Not a legend. Well, I would, like I say, I'll go back my old argument. If I had to say Albert and Viscera over Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, or Cody Rhodes, bring on Albert and Viscera. Thank you very much.
Good for you.
Right.
Hit me with those odds.
Okay, here are your statistical odds. And again, I'm not going to bother including the win-loss ratio because it's over
Eric's
the end.
doing that.
Right. Despite his abysmal loss rate at WrestleMania, the odds against Big Show losing at Mania are only 2-1. He only has a 2-1 odds of losing at Mania. If the Big Show wins, it will likely occur at 5 minutes and 31 seconds by pinfall following a chokeslam. If Cody Rhodes wins, it will most likely be at 12 minutes and 20 seconds via pinfall following a crossroads. So a longer match goes in Cody Rhodes' favour.
I would be very impressed if he had the crossroads on show.
I'm going to call it now. Disaster kick or beautiful disaster, whatever we call it, off the top rope, either Big Show catches him with a choke slam or he hits him with a punch.
I think he's going to hit the disaster kick, he's going to get wobbled, he's going to go for a second one, Show's probably going to duck, he'll come back up and Show will just annihilate him with everything he's got.
Yeah. Unless we'll see the return of the Big Show Cobra Clutch.
Oh, the Colossus Clutch.
The Colossus
that was nasty, man.
Just bang, break the back.
It would be interesting if he did catch him with a kick and hit him with that. That would be a nice little finish. So, Eric,
Big Show,
hit me with those funky stats, white boy.
Well, Cody Rhodes is on a third WrestleMania match, this will be, and he's on a 1-1.
1-1.
A 1-1. He lost the triple threat in 26 to Orton, including Ted DiBiase, and he won last year versus...
Of course, he was in a dark match before that,
yeah.
So, and Big Show was WrestleMania lost record has been like quite a bit in the moment of the storyline. He's currently 3 wins to 8.
And he's only won.
And he's only won tag matches in 8 and an 8. 2, yeah.
He's not winning a single match.
As you mentioned, with Kane and the other one was Miz.
It was against R-Truth and Morrison.
A rock and rap connection. That's what they called themselves.
Was it not like black magic and white similar?
Oh, he tried that, but as soon as they said the word black, they went. It was like when Sheamus starts doing that move. He's got him on the ropes and starts pounding him, and Booker T goes, "Oh, it's that Irish hand grenade." No, Booker, don't go there. Don't mention the word Irish and hand grenade, please, Booker.
I think Big Show as the second worst consecutive losses at Mania, only behind Rick Martel with 7.
Or consecutive.
Consecutive.
Yeah,
He's got
probably.
6 consecutive losses from 15 to 22 minus 18.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, which isn't great. And it's also for a guy who's never won a Royal Rumble, very, very rarely gets a chance at SummerSlam because
he's forgetting something. He did win a Royal Rumble. He won 2000.
Oh,
Rock's feet touched first.
No. Rock won. End of.
There was videotape. Show had it proof.
He beat him in No Way Out. He got in the main event, but Rock won
got that awesome
2000 Rumble. That's what I'm saying. This guy, apart from Survivor Series, seems to be the place to shine.
Yeah.
He won WWE title twice at Survivor Series. So, but it's a shame for a guy who's a legend of the business, went through WCW now, and I don't know. He just gets pissed on at Mania.
He probably more willingly gets it, though. I can't see Show sitting there going, "No, I'm not doing it," and they're going, "Well, yeah, you are."
Yeah.
Because Show disappeared and then came back to lose to Mayweather.
Yeah.
You know?
True. But I don't know why.
And show Zaki Bono.
Is it not a case that, because obviously we don't know how much Big Show's getting paid for this?
Oh.
No.
Maybe it's a case of that, it's like, yeah, you're going to lose. But obviously he loves the business, but maybe he's getting a bit of...
I would suspect the show's bonus is up there with the main event level bonus.
Yeah,
I would suspect, especially in the Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
That would have been ranking up.
Well, bearing in mind what Mayweather got paid, I would...
Whoa, we don't touch that. No one's allowed to mention Mayweather.
Sorry, we'll make this... Sorry, like the WrestleMania 24 DVD, we may be sued.
Yeah, unless, of course, you're Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Yes. Michael Cole's allowed to mention anything he likes.
Yeah, Michael Cole has the golden ticket, man, it's fine.
What a cunt.
What a legend. Hall of Fame class, 2017.
Good job the world's going to end this year.
You fuck off.
Anyway, was that your last stats for the show?
For the show, Brian. So, Joe Cody even. My God. Fucking Brian.
You're trying on the brain. No. Okay.
I'm hoping for a Big Show win. Grand Slam, Triple Crown champion. Come on, Show. You deserve it.
Right, in that case, you mentioned him.
Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
For the World Heavyweight Championship. No!
It was cut off last year and it should have been cut off this year.
Sheamus and Daniel Bryan have faced each other already at WrestleMania twice. Once in a one-on-one dark match and then immediately after in a battle royale. In both cases, neither man scored a victory. Sheamus is 0-2 at WrestleMania, because I include dark matches. Daniel Bryan is 0-1 at WrestleMania.
To me, this is Daniel Bryan's debut and Sheamus is 0-1.
Yeah.
We don't even agree on stats, people. That's why this show is so great.
Yeah. Taking everything
You're not usually here.
Right.
2 episodes.
Taking everything into account. The statistical odds against Daniel Bryan walking out of WrestleMania's whatever champion are 2-1.
No.
Right? If Daniel Bryan does win, it will most likely occur at 10 minutes and 22 seconds.
By the bell.
If Sheamus wins at WrestleMania, it will most likely occur at 8 minutes and 34 seconds. So there's not a lot between them.
Would that be by the Brogue Kick or the High Cross or the County Cross or
that'll be the Brogue Kick
or some Irish fucking name?
The thing is, at WrestleMania,
It's going to be on the rope. He should hit her with the Brogue Kick.
I'll look after
and then hit Bryan. You can catch her.
How can I catch her? I'm in my house.
Well,
not everyone's going to WrestleMania now.
Do you want me to catch her for you?
No!
You're just waiting for the phone call from fucking Shawn Michaels saying, well done, you've won this competition.
But I won McFoley's.
You didn't win McFoley's, no, you didn't.
I didn't win Pixel Dance.
Oh, shut up.
Who the heck is on his Pixel Dance?
Let's just get into it. Sheamus Bryan.
Sounds like your gay alter ego.
Don't be dissing Pixel Dan.
That's just happened me.
Good old Pixel Dan. He's an independent wrestler.
Is he?
He's not, but his name is Spencer Powers, I think, on the independent scene.
So, your stats for this World Heavyweight Championship match?
Are we not going to talk about our feelings towards the match?
I hate Daniel Bryan, and I shouldn't be on WrestleMania, shouldn't be in the WWE. Pay your dues. You should not be World Heavyweight Champion. Sorry, Bryan, I hate you.
Okay, well, that's enough of that one. And you mentioned it before, how much you don't like this match. So let's get... So, you hit your facts. You hit me with your stats.
I said before...
You're allowed to share your opinions, by the way.
Yeah, you haven't...
My opinion. Yeah. My opinion's rather simple.
Come on,
I like Bryan.
Why?
I like Bryan's wrestling ability.
Tell the people this, though. We know this.
I like the fact that Sheamus has won me over as a face, but I'm not looking forward to the match because I didn't like the US feud, and I'm not looking forward to the fact that it's had no build-up. Why would I be excited about this match? Why? There's nothing for me to get emotionally invested.
Because Sheamus can be World Heavyweight Champion and Daniel Bryan won't be.
No, because I like Bryan as a champion.
That's what I'm looking for.
But I like Bryan as a champion.
I would like to see the Sheamus-Bryan match from last year, or where Sheamus got him in the corner and he just kneed him in the head repeatedly. But don't get DQ'd and just do that and pin him. That would be my will. I'm sorry.
What were the facts?
Well, obviously, to me, this is Bryan's debut in Mania. Fuck him. I hope he's 0-1. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be world champion in my book. There's enough of that.
I agree.
Sheamus, 2-time WWE champion already. I wouldn't... he's another one that hasn't... he lost at his first Mania. I think he gets where he is because of Triple H. But if I had to pick over them, I'd slightly go over Sheamus because fuck Bryan.
Yeah.
But Sheamus is another...
Who's going to win?
I think Sheamus. I really think Sheamus is going to come out with it.
Royal Rumble curse.
Yes.
I really do.
Okay.
How about you?
Really do.
Me, I think Bryan's going to sneak in.
Well,
I think Bryan's going to sneak in and it'll add so much more to heel. I even think to a certain point he's going to use AJ.
I think the Bellas.
Not as a Charmel. There's a rumor that the Bellas, they start a feud with the Bellas and AJ on TV because he's got a history of them on TV anyway.
He does.
And he's actually going out with the Bellas.
I believe it's Nikki.
Brie, isn't it?
Brie, is it?
I don't give two shits.
I'm sure he gets mixed up as well, which I'm causing lots of fun.
Maybe they get mixed up.
It's your turn tonight. You haven't shaved that fucking beard.
That's the best excuse for cheating. I didn't know.
How am I supposed to tell which one it was? I have a tattoo. Not from where I can see.
Yeah, no, you should be able to tell by the close, deep personal connection you make with the person.
Yes, you should.
Because if you put...
Well, not when it's the Bellas and they're both fuckwits.
But this is Daniel Bryan, he's a bigger fuckwit.
It depends. But the way I put it, like, if you've got...
I feel sorry for AJ in all of this, because she has to put up with two fuckwits, because Sheamus,
yeah.
He's an alright face.
Yeah,
he's a bit too Irish.
Shall we move on?
He's a bit too jolly.
Shall we move on to the match?
Too many lines.
This is the match that I'm waiting for. This is my WrestleMania match, as far as I'm concerned. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho for the WWE Championship. You see, the thing is, we've got something for all the markouts here. For me, it's CM Punk Jericho, because I'm a wrestling fan. For Dan, we've got the Hell in a Cell with Undertaker and Triple H. And then for Djismie over here, we have The Rock and Cena, which, by the way, is my next match. But CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. Dan, your opinions first.
I'm so looking forward to this match. I mean, to the point where I can't wait for this match for the bell to go and to see two classic technical wrestlers who can high fly, who can give you anything you want from a match, two that quite simply are the best in the world.
Yes.
One's apparently the best in the world, whatever he does, but that's what a different
the best
story.
Wrestler in the world versus the best in the world at what I do.
I always miss it. He's missing.
No. With Jericho, he wrestles, he dances with stars.
He doesn't dance with stars. He's not a rock star.
Didn't get.
Is that what he's trying to say? Does he think in his head that he's best in everything?
Yeah.
So there you go.
But my problem with that is, my problem with that is he's the best. I am the best in the world at what I do. Do you know he's missing off that fucking sentence? Mm-hmm. But what I do isn't very nice. How? Yeah. Wolverine. Fuck you.
Yeah, Jericho, you stole Wolverine to me. You just stealing.
Plagiarizer.
Yeah, gimmick.
No, I'm really looking forward to the promo for this. Has been great.
Jackman will have you.
Seriously, I just had a flashback to Kurt Angle, Triple H, and Ric Flair. Just, woo! That's enough! That's gimmick infringement, and you know it.
No, I mean, I'm looking forward to the promos for this have been great.
I think they have as well. I love Jericho and Raw.
I believe Jericho may have gone too far.
# cheap shot.
I will get my... See, this is why I don't talk in the show. Because me and you can talk.
Yeah.
But apparently, every time I try and mention something, a hashtag goes over the fucking top.
Continue. Not a hashtag.
He's a WWE guy. You know, he has to bring up Twitter every 5 seconds.
I'm getting over.
We'll plug that at the end.
I'm getting over.
But no.
Oh, fuck You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to post those pictures at the end of the episode. So as our voices are fading off, and all you can hear in the background is him going hashtagging him total markout. It will be the pictures of our tweets, our combined tweets with wrestlers, and finish it off for shits and giggles. We'll finish off with a picture of me and Mick Foley and a picture of you as a referee. Are you going to be happy with that?
I'm getting over. Yes.
I won't be.
Oh, you will be.
I have no picture. You
got a tweet? You got a Twitter?
Yeah, I have no picture though.
How about we just take a picture of you giving a big smile and thumbs up?
Walk out! Walk out!
It's not happening yet.
No, that's the picture. Walk out.
But I was like,
people.
I want you to mark out.
Hashtag total mark out.
There's people. A t-shirt for you. Yeah. Me as Uncle Sam going.
Mark out.
I want you to mark out. But the promo goes back.
Anyway,
going back to Pumpkin.
Jericho.
Brian Jericho Punk. I'm lost. I hope you are as well. If you're lost, you can come help me. I'll find me with.
If you're lost, please contact #Total Markout and send us questions. Why were you lost? Why is that?
But no, I'm looking for. And the promos being great. My favourite one out of a lot of them, though, has been when it was the standoff between the two of them before the Bryan match.
Yes.
That was my favourite one. I believe it's getting even on who's owning each other. Punk owned the first one.
Bullshit.
Then, obviously, I said Punk owned the first one.
No, I'm talking about bullshit little concept.
Oh, the second one though was, I mean, Punk didn't say anything, so it was quite hard to gauge that. So Jericho in terms did beat him, but the most recent one, can either one of you both watch Raw?
Yes.
Either one of you tell us what it was blanked out? Was it a piece of shit?
It was.
I assumed that because they said piece. That's why I'm beat out.
You're full of bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, you're full of bullshit.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm going to beat out of you. And the first one, it's open obscurity. The chances are, some people have said he said, you piece of shit. Some people said, you motherfucker. It's probably you piece of shit.
It won't be motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like.
Rock said it. They blanked it out. Rock said motherfucker in the past.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
Oh, no, but I'm saying they blanked it out.
Yeah.
No, but we're not talking about
of course, here's the thing, right? The only,
I'm talking about today. Whatever you said was blanked out, so very well maybe.
No, but here's my problem though. And a lot of people complained about the same. I'm going to start with CM Punk first, just because I'm going to be fair here. CM Punk is supposed to be the guy who, when you give him the stick, he's not told by a script, he's going by whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yet, isn't it fantastic that the censors were bang on?
Yeah.
And that the camera was just at the right position so we couldn't see what he actually said the first time.
I read a report. It was
hashtag pipe bomb.
No, well, some of that.
Yeah,
just random hashtag. It's all going to get out of him now,
Hashtag potatoes.
Potato.
Hashtag toast.
And if I say any of those hashtags, I do say, even if you don't watch the show, they count. They count.
I believe it was. Sorry. I read a report that said that Punk was told to reply whatever he would say, and whatever he said would be blanked out.
Fair enough, but
so he could have said anything.
Still,
I love you, Chris Jericho.
Well, obviously the crowd had to react as well.
My problem with Jericho, right? First of all, saying nothing is owning no one.
Trolling my arse,
right? Yeah, he does trolling. You're doing it wrong. Right, I know 15-year-old YouTube commenters who can troll better than he can.
Yeah, I shot one of them down, you motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you know who you are, kid.
Yeah. But Hassan was we were racist for getting rid of Hassan. No, you fucking weren't. He was a prick.
Yeah, but
Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, that's what some guy had.
I have not been pinned on Raw. Yeah, okay, good one, Hassan. Fuck off now.
That wasn't racist, right? Because in the Royal Rumble.
Oh no, that's why that was the clip.
That's not racist because they purposely put different ethnic minorities to make it non-racist. You have Shelton, Eddie, Ray, Canadians, Americans, everyone. That is not racist. That's cultural.
We were racist, but it was a racism clip.
No.
But basically,
that's United Nations.
But basically, anyway, my problem with Jericho is. All he's done is said the same thing over and over again. Now he's saying, "Oh, by the way, your dad's an alcoholic and your sister takes drugs." Right? That's
for starters. I believe his sister doesn't take drugs.
No, I don't believe. That's why I thought it was funny because
but the fact is that's not pawning. No, that'll be like me saying to you, oh, by the way, Djismie, you like sucking rhino dick. That's not me pawning you. That's you turn around going, so number one, you're lying, and you don't even come up with a decent one.
Maybe it's in the WWE universe.
Oh, fuck the universe.
No, because that's not
pawnage. That's not pawnage even in the universe.
But it is though, because oh my god, he might not even have a sister, right?
He does.
Well, he does.
Yes, but if he did, no, it's like, say it was Burchill and Katie Day.
Yeah, no,
it's a completely different concept.
It's not.
It is because he's trying to shoot. Mm-hmm. He's trying to do a work shoot, and it's backfired.
The way he did it though, even Punk was basically saying, "Shut up, you're lying." The way it was going on, so it was not true. But it's just, he's just getting digs at his family.
He's trying to do a shoot, right? It's wrong.
He's getting digs at his
not
family.
working.
Yeah, there are two vast concepts here. There are mind games, and then there's pawnage. If you're just trying to get CM Punk pissed off as a mind game, in hoping that you make a mistake, then you've done that. Mm-hmm. Great. But you can't say you pawned him because pawnage involves some element of truth. Mm-hmm. He didn't pawn him. He just got to him.
Yeah, he got
two vast differences. If anyone had said on Twitter, and no one said this, no one, not even you said this. Everyone said...
He was in Twitter jail.
Well, yeah, apart from that one, right? I was about people who are on Jericho's side saying he pawned him. No. If one person...
I actually put later when I did, Jericho owned him on this one this week, and then you said
it's not owned. It's not owned. That's the problem. It's not pawnage. It's not ownage. If you said you got to him, that's different. Because that'd be like me, if I could piss you off by making up shit about your family or making shit about you.
And that's where I'm going to go with the second one. He did.
Yeah.
Second one, he got him.
But first one was truth, second one was bullshit.
Where was the truth?
The dad alcoholic.
Well, yeah, but again, that's not pawnage, that's getting to him, because in the end, he didn't prove anything over him. He just said, yeah, I'm going to be...
Am I the only one that would mark out if Chris Jericho brought CM Punk's dad to the ring?
Yeah.
Because I think that would be pretty good.
But here's the thing. Because here's the thing, right?
Just before you go to that, my major problem with this, it doesn't need it.
True.
Punk said it best in their first promo. All you needed was to say best in the world versus best in the world.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, but that's Punk going back. Yeah, Ring of Honor.
Oh, fuck off!
It is. It's just like, oh my god, we need wrestling.
Yeah,
you need a story.
It's called professional wrestling.
Yeah,
you are not a sports entertainment fan. You are a wrestling fan.
It's sports entertainment, wrestling.
The thing is, though,
I want to see storylines, and I want to see this.
Why is that?
This has got me more grip than if it was just them two trying to out. Nah. If this is now, oh my god, we're bringing his family, and ooh, I want to watch this.
Why can't you be?
Because it's a storyline.
Why can't you have a storyline of who's the better man?
Why can't we have like Chris Jericho like torturing his sister with like drugs or something and make it really
torture?
So basically,
that's your word of choice. Torture.
So basically, Djismie, basically,
I just want a soap storyline.
So Djismie, basically, you have absolutely no respect for the wrestling business whatsoever.
I never said that.
No, that is what you're saying.
No, but
you want Jerry Springer. You want Days of Our Lives.
But if I want,
he wants EastEnders.
If I want a storyline, no, it's a good storyline, and I would rather see this. Because it's building characters, it's building storylines.
Well, you've heard our points.
Jericho and Punk already have established characters.
Yeah, but
they can carry this
right. So Jericho's healing up. That's all he's doing. He's healing up, and he's getting digs at his family.
Fine, let's come. Erik Van Djismie. Please give me your thoughts on this storyline, on this angle, on this match.
Well, like you say, if it didn't need it, it doesn't. If you're going to go, it doesn't need this and that. It doesn't need the WWE title on. You know what I mean?
Oh, this goes back to your Rock and Cena one, though, doesn't it?
It does. Cena let us down. He promised Rock on his birthday that he'd bring that title with him, and 1 week away, and he still doesn't have it. Fuck that.
But Cena forgot he had a wife 2 weeks ago, so it makes no fucking difference.
Oh, well, he's a dick, and he's been letting his fans down. I should say that. Anyway. Chris Jericho stats for WrestleMania.
No, I still want to hear your thoughts on this match.
No, I'm liking it. I hope Jericho wins, obviously. Because Jericho deserves to be WWE champion. He hasn't been WWE champion for 10 years.
He hasn't been fucking around, but yeah, give him the strap.
He hasn't had the title for 10 years. How many years did he take off in between that?
WWE title.
I'm not saying how many years did he take off in between that?
I'm not saying he hasn't had the World Heavyweight title before anyone started.
I don't know, the WWE title. How long did he take off?
Well, he took 05 off. He took August 05 off to December 07.
Right.
And he took
a year off.
September 10 to, what was it, January 12?
Yeah, January.
Right. Why hasn't he been WWE champion from...
Because he was given the world.
No. I'm on about the time, major time, when he lost it at 18.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that.
Between that note, he should have won the title in 05.
But you can't give him that because he should have won it.
Yeah, well, no.
You can't give him it now because he should have won it then.
No, but he's a better wrestler. He's a better entertainer than... No, this goes back to my point. And no, he deserves it.
He's a better wrestler.
I don't care if he hasn't been around for 5 years and he come back and win on his first night. Good on him. Hope he does.
Hey, hang on. You go on about this idea of Jericho's a better wrestler than Punk. But the problem is, you can't admit that CM Punk is a good wrestler.
But because he bores me. CM Punk legitimately bores me. His majority of his matches, and it's not because I dislike him, his match style bores me. And that is
truth. I asked you the greatest wrestler of all time. Me and you agreed it was Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Greatest wrestler of all time. You went with The Rock.
Because he's entertaining. And
see, that's the thing, though.
But he's
you don't want wrestling, you want entertainment.
No, he's entertained in the ring.
But he's not there with Shawn Michaels in the wrestler.
No, but you went Shawn Michaels, so you asked for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to go Shawn Michaels.
The difference is, right, The Rock is nowhere near the same caliber of wrestler as Chris Jericho. Mm-hmm. Jericho is a wrestler. Mm-hmm. Rock is an entertainer.
Well, why are we wondering this? This is the nostalgia king. This is the man who would like to watch WCW. Sorry, TNA.
I do.
Alright, I'll quickly give you me stats on this one.
Yeah, give us a fact.
They actually are pretty even in this one. What I love about this is the fact that even the statistics state that it's dead on equal for either one to win. Statistically speaking, though, if Chris Jericho wins, it would be more likely via pinfall following the Cobra or Lion Salt, equal chances, at 11 minutes and 37 seconds. However, say a Punk wins, it'll most likely occur at 15 minutes and 54 seconds with the go to sleep.
Yeah. And your stats?
This will be Punk's 6th WrestleMania match. He's on a current 2-3 losing streak, another one. Mm-hmm. He lost his first one, 2 consecutive wins in Money in the Bank, and 2 consecutive losses at 26 and 27.
Ray and Randy?
Certainly.
And Jericho.
Chris Jericho was on a 4-5 wins to losses. He won his first 2, lost 5 consecutively.
Have you done his first 2?
I've got 4 and 6 here, mate, because he lost the triple threat with Kurt Angle, Benoit.
I count
that as one match.
That's 2 matches.
I count that as one match with 2 falls, and if you got, it's like the Fist of Fired.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
That's how you.
It's one match, and he won 1 round, so he still won the match because it's like it's like how I would say it's like a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Kind of, yeah.
Like if you win 1 fall but you lose 2, you still lost the match.
I believe the term is double jeopardy.
But that's how I say it anyway.
Fair enough.
So he's currently on a winning streak as well. He's won his last 2: the Gauntlet match and Edge, and he wasn't there last year. So for me, this will be Jericho's 10th WrestleMania match. Quite a haul for the guy who took so much time off, as you reminded me. Uh-huh. I'm really hoping for, like I say, Chris Jericho. I'm all for Attitude Era stars owning this WrestleMania. It's the main reason why I'm there. Obviously, The Rock, and I hope Jericho kicks his ass and we come up with a new WWE champion. Can't wait. First time in 10 years. Right. The Ayatollah of Rock and Roller.
Well, let's go with it then.
Here we go.
The Rock versus John Cena.
The reason I am spending $4 grand plus to go on this trip.
Here is my problem. The match itself, I've never been a fan of this match, but if we're going to do the match, you've got 2 choices: get behind it or don't. So I've tried getting behind it, and The Rock and Cena have pulled out some great promos and some incredibly shit ones. The Rock doing the Rock concert for me was what really started getting me on his side, because he came out and said, let's entertain, and I was like, okay, so you're coming out to entertain, and he entertained. He came up on his word, and he had some great lines. I mean, obviously he came up with the line about John Cena's wife.
It was, I believe it was...
Yeah. Who called that first when he said...
Well, of course, then...
What was it? Cena was having the time of his life. I guess he forgot to tell her that kind of lie.
He's got a wife.
Then he had to spoil it all by saying something stupid like Cena's fucking mom. Seriously, Rock?
It's another dig at family members. Do it.
No, first of all...
I'm all for that, like...
Now, here's the thing,
We've
right?
heard that.
No, but the thing is, it's like... He's come out, he's got this great promo, and then he's like talking about buying his mom. It's like, it's like, seriously, you're going down that route. How old are you, you fucking prick? And then, but of course, the problem is I have with Cena is that I love it when Cena does these promos where he's either been like, I'm just getting ready for this match. This match means everything to me and all that jazz. And, but then the ones which piss me off are the ones where you see me in the gym and it's like, Cena's such a great guy. Like, don't make me suck his cock, The fact is, I know Cena's a good guy. I fucking know. I don't care if he's doing crack cocaine on an orphan's ass. Quite frankly, But all I know of Cena is that he's a good guy on screen.
As long as he doesn't win, I don't care.
You know, as long as he doesn't club a baby seal to death, or The Rock doesn't take a pneumatic drill and shove it up a fucking virgin's ass, I don't care. These two are decent enough people. My problem is, with John Cena, it's such a pathetic, pandering, fucking, what's the term I'm looking for? It's just so childish and immature and patronising. Like me. Exactly.
But then, at the same time, I don't care if you don't like me. But like me.
You see, here's the thing. John Cena, you know, for when he does his promos away, he doesn't care about the fans, but he's going, I need to beat The Rock. This is why. I respect him, but this is why. Great. Even when he did the rap thing, I was kind of going, that's pretty cool. But of course, the only reason he did well is because he swore. And let's face it, if you have to swear to get over, you know, that's why I kind of have a bit
fucking bullshit.
You know, which is why I have a bit of an issue with CM Punk's promos as well, because just because you swear doesn't mean you're over. And if you are over because of that, your audience is a fucking moron. Now, The Rock won a lot of respect with me with one line. It was in one of his last promos, where he was talking about his dream to be the best. That was boring me to death. Yes, everyone wants to be the best. That's why they're in the business. But then when he was talking about then you think about it, he goes, hang on, he's talking about having to beat Cena to be the best. So he's validating the match. He's validating John Cena as a performer, not a wrestler. Let's not go there. You know? But he's validating it. Yeah. He's saying, I have to beat Cena to be called the best. If I don't beat Cena, or if I didn't do this match, I can't call myself the best because this guy is here. So in one line, by saying, I came to be the best, he's validating the entire match. That's The Rock showing the one thing he has, which I don't think Cena has, and that is promo savvy. To know what needs to be said. But if I have to ask myself who's the more entertaining out of the two promos, I think Cena pawned the most, but then Cena ended up doing the Rock thing, which is doing the one-trick pony. The Rock has his Fruity Pebbles,
bitch,
purple, bitch. Whereas John Cena was then going, on your wrist, never here. It's like, yeah, the problem is now, it's the same problem that I have to admit, Cena.
He's there every week.
Yeah, he's there now! We've said, Rock, if you're going to do this match, keep coming back. And he keeps coming back. So now I'm going, well, now I'm a happy camper. Because I said, Rock, if you want me to have any respect, then you've got to keep coming back. So The Rock kept coming back. Now, Cena, you've got to up the ante. You look at my wrist. Words on there. It's like, Cena, come on, give me some. I've been defending you.
It's going to come down this week. Before I let you fire off with your facts, your stats, and your Rock love.
That right, Rock love.
Probably not in that order, hopefully. I'm gonna jump in.
Doesn't matter what order.
I have 2 or 3 major problems with this. One, I enjoyed the Rock promos.
Damn right you did.
When he wasn't in the ring, exception of the Rock concert, because he seemed to choke. And I know it was talk about he deliberately was doing that, but I didn't like seeing the Rock like that.
Yeah, of course.
Cena, to me, is just I respect John Cena.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I have to like him.
Exactly.
So stop asking me to. And then there's Jerry the King Lawler. During the ambulance match, after we've just seen him working out in the gym, Lawler seemed to think...
With Xavier Woods.
With Xavier Woods.
Damn right.
And Big E Langston.
Damn right.
That he seemed to equate that if we could lift as much weight as he would, then we would, then we could have an opinion on John Cena.
Oh, yes.
So in that one line, I went, fuck you, Jerry. Fuck you, Cena. I don't give a shit anymore. I've never been a huge John Cena fan. I've never really liked the John Cena gimmick since he won the WWE title, to be honest. Yeah. You know? So why should I have to like you because I can't lift the same amount of weight as you do? I can't lift the same amount as Randy Orton. No. Don't really mind him. I definitely can't lift the same amount as Triple H. I love him. But I'm not allowed an opinion because I can't lift weights.
Yeah.
So that's my major problem is the fact... And then Lawler and Cole. Oh my God. How many times, Cole, do you have to shove something down our throats and to the point that we're physically gagging going, get the fuck away from me? That rap was attitudinal.
Funnily enough, Djismie's dates often have the same reaction.
That rap, it was attitudinal. It was attitudinal. Fuck off! It wasn't. It was just a rap.
I have to say, we don't date in the Palace of Wisdom.
It was just a rap.
Dates.
Attitudinal. Fuck off!
How 90s of you. Even I want to say that one.
Oh, sure. My point. Once again, Djismie just goes, I'm not selling. Fuck you, I'm not selling. Right. Djismie, fire off, so to speak, with your rock love.
My rock love. There's only one man that should be anywhere near winning this match, and it's the man that hasn't been there for 7 years. It doesn't matter. No pun intended that he hasn't been there for 7 years. He's the better man. I don't care if John Cena worked his ass off since 2002, been there every night through injuries. Fuck John Cena.
Yeah, that pissed me off as well.
I still don't like you as a character, as a gimmick. You suck in the ring. I'm really not entertained. I want to see you lose nearly every single match you've ever been in. I've hated you since roundabout WrestleMania 20, probably a bit before when you turned face in the Survivor Series match. I really can't stand you. You should have stuck with your rapper gimmick and you would have and it's just been fine. But no, you have to become this undefeatable machine. You're a nobody compared to The Rock. You're a nobody compared to The Taker. And to be fair, if a few more legends came back, I wouldn't even have you on this card, and it would go for a lot of the other ones. The Rock is the only person, the logical step to win this match. You even let us down by not being WWE Champion and giving us one more reign for The Rock to have, but no. The Rock will win this match in his hometown. The only man that deserves to win this match, and fuck you. You are not a better entertainer. You will never be over as The Rock. And you, quite frankly, you're just not as entertaining, and fuck off again.
Yeah, the problem is, you are the most biased, retarded fucknut I've ever met in my life.
Good, I'm pleased that I'm biased.
Next to Ric Flair.
Good, and I respect that man as well.
Here's the problem.
Come out of retirement.
You say it's the only logical solution, right? The Rock's gone.
What's the point of coming back to Joe? There's mine.
I kept my mouth shut, you keep your fucking mouth
shut.
That's
all I'm saying.
I've kept my mouth shut because I've heard this all before.
Right. The fact is, The Rock's gone after Mania. He might come for pay-per-view, if 1 or 2 pay-per-views, and I'm great with that. If you'll come for like those pay-per-views, that's fine, right? Now, John Cena is still going to be around.
Ooh, joy.
If John Cena... Right, no, hang on. Shut the fuck up. If John Cena loses at Mania, right? Mm-hmm. He's still going to be around. Mm-hmm. It's going to tank. They're not going to be able to use him in any capacity, and he's a great worker. He can't wrestle, but he can work in the ring.
He doesn't need this win, though.
He does.
He doesn't.
He does.
He doesn't.
All right, children.
The reason he doesn't, though, because once Rock goes away for a bit longer, we'll go to the same old shitty Cena, getting over. Oh, who am I feuding with? I'll win every week again, and and most of the little kiddie fans that will all be forgotten, and then obviously that'll build up to the rematch at either SummerSlam or WrestleMania 29.
Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to talk here. Shut your fucking face!
You weren't speaking, sorry, lad.
Because you fucking cut me off, as you fucking just did. Now what I'm trying to tell you is, Cena loses to Rock. Get rid of him. Because he'll be worth 0. Zip. He's already lost to The Rock. There's nothing else for him to do. You can't put him against anyone else, because once you've lost to The Rock, that's it. You're done. You are gone, because anyone could come and say, well, hang on, you're not the best. The Rock beat you. If anything, we should be fighting The Rock. Who are you? And he has 0 credibility left. He has 0 respect left. He has 0 worth left. So they might as well just fire him. But the guy's got a few great years left in him. Granted, he can't wrestle and he's not the most entertaining guy, but there are things he can do with a guy. That is untapped potential still there. They just need to find a way to work with him. And that's not Cena's fault. That's creative's fault, as per fucking usual. They've got a creative team. They've got their fucking heads up their asses because they're more concerned about pleasing Vince McMahon and now Triple H and Stephanie McMahon rather than actually giving a good fucking product, which is where TNA is getting a little bit better because at least they've got a creative team that doesn't have fucking Vince Russo in, that just wants to see every woman raped and every fucking Hogan whatever. The fact you've got a creative team that's going, you know what, we've got these guys like fucking Bubba Ray, let's do something with him. We've got guys, Stiggs, they even recognise that Stiggs got something here, we can work with him. You know, Kaz, you know, right, we've got a great idea for him. WWE haven't got the creative fucking powers to do this shit because they hire yes men.
And on that, see if I can just interrupt for a minute before getting yelled at. I'll shoot. On that, the problem being is that WWE, you're saying, I understand what you're saying, Cena could get built up quickly enough and whatnot. And I understand what you're saying, that it's going to end, it pretty much kill Cena's career. There's going to be a rematch. Exactly. WrestleMania 29, I'm calling it right now.
Or SummerSlam.
Right? No, WrestleMania 29. Rock's going to be there, it's going to be WrestleMania.
Nothing best of 3?
No, because then they can just build it up for 30, can't they?
Yeah, true.
See? What I'm saying is this. The creative team don't have the potential to build Cena back up. As much as they would do it, you'd have fans like ourselves who would sit there and go, doesn't matter, you lost to The Rock, get off your TV. Mm-hmm. You know? The only way they could do this is if they try to build him up with an Undertaker feud, and we don't know what he's going to be like after the Mania, so that wouldn't work. Rock, as much as it makes sense for The Rock not to come back and job, it would show The Rock's ultimate class that he'd come back and job the match. He'd probably get the return win. Mm-hmm. Whoever loses is going to get the return win. Let's put it that way. So they could build it up for the best, the trilogy, you know?
Unless they do a Hogan Rock.
Yeah, that's a good
Possibly.
point. Because obviously with Hogan, you had the...
Unless you count that.
Well, Hogan turned face, that changed the gimmick completely. And Hogan obviously wasn't in the shape that The Rock's in.
Because he had the No Way Out match.
Yeah.
But the question, also with Hogan's creative control, that must have shown that Hogan respected The Rock. Or he was getting one hell of a fucking payday.
He got a big payday for that.
Yeah. But either way, you know...
So, in my opinion, Cena's got to win.
Go
on.
It's okay to speak?
Yeah.
Some people count the 3-on-2 handicap matches Rock Hogan.
Yeah.
So Hogan technically got to win. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is I think Rock... I'm pulling for Rock. I'm not going to make no bones about this. I want to see The Rock win.
I don't mind people wanting The Rock to win.
But what's going to happen is that, quite frankly, Cena needs to win.
Yeah. But my problem isn't the idea...
Not for the business.
It's not the idea that people want The Rock
to win. He does.
It's not the idea that people want The Rock to win that as well. It's the fact that I'm trying to explain what my point of view is and someone keeps cutting me off.
Well, welcome to my life.
Oh, yeah. The difference is I will put my foot up his ass.
But, like I say, I believe Cena has to win, not for the business, for himself, because otherwise it'd just kill him. And as disappointing as it'd be to see him suddenly disappear, it wouldn't, I'd get over it. But at the same point, it doesn't make no sense to have your top guy suddenly become irrelevant.
Because he lost one match, though. That's my argument.
But it's not one match. It's been advertised as the biggest match in history. Yeah. It's been promoted as a huge, epic match, right? Uh-huh. Look what happened to Hogan. Yeah. Right? Hogan was brought in to do the job.
Right.
For no reason but to do the job.
He brought the NWO back.
But he was brought in to do the job. That was the whole thing, right?
Did that ruin Mr. Hogan's career?
No.
He was WWE champion at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, fair enough, right?
You know what I mean, though?
But
that's my argument
in this situation, though... Yeah, you're saying that's your argument, right? In this situation, Hulk Hogan is The Rock. He's been brought in to do the job.
You think?
Yeah.
That's what you think.
Yeah, so... Since that nice, quiet conversation politely was sorted out, please hit me with your odds.
Right, basically, I have to tell you that, statistically speaking, the odds of The Rock winning at WrestleMania, against The Rock winning Mania, are 2-1. The Rock is the underdog going into this matchup because, obviously, you've got to look at the win-loss records of each superstar, and you've got to include the fact that, Cena, he's been doing this quite well. He's got less ring rust and all that. So The Rock is going in with the odds against him, but only 2-1. The Rock can easily pull out a win with this one. If The Rock wins, it will most likely happen by pinfall following a rock bottom at 13 minutes and 53 seconds. If The Rock loses, it will most likely be by submission to the STF at 20 minutes and 17. Statistically speaking, though, The Rock is less likely to win if the match lasts over 18 minutes. He has a very bad history with that kind of thing.
Okay.
So basically, the shorter the match is, the more it's in favour of The Rock. And quite frankly, when John Cena is your opponent, please make it a short match. I don't care how great Cena is or how hard he works, he still can't do stellar matches.
Yeah. Stats, please.
See, The Rock could carry him through, and it could be an entertaining match, I think.
The Rock can only.
This is both guys' 9th WrestleMania match.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is Cena's first non-title match, which is an interesting. Really?
I did not know that.
Well,
of course, US title was his first one. Yeah. Okay.
So this is going to be an interesting one. He is 6-2. He obviously has lost to Miz and Orton in the triple threat, and Rock was 4-4. It's 1-2, lost 3, 1-2, lost 1.
Well, his first one was assault, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Yes, it certainly was. Back in 13.
Yeah.
So obviously we know my opinions.
Yes, obviously we've had our opinions well placed.
Well, I'm going to
before we go to the next match.
I'm just going to go obviously again. Come on, Rocky.
Yep.
The reason I'm there.
And before we go to the next match, which to me is my main event, the match that means everything to me. Let's briefly talk spoiler free. We are recording on Thursday, Friday night's SmackDown. Of course, we're pushed on a Saturday, but we prefer not to spoil it for ourselves. Team Teddy Long versus Team John Laurinaitis.
Cracking match.
Before I go for it, who are you going for? Who are you pulling for?
None of them.
Fair enough.
I just hope it's a good match. That's all I care about. Because quite frankly, I hate Laurinaitis and I hate Long. So for me, it doesn't matter who wins as long as the guys get over. As long as the guys get over.
Who are you pulling for?
I like them both.
Who are you pulling for?
Oh, I'm not. I'm like stay here.
Don't look at the teams.
I'm not.
Who are you going for? Who do you want to run both shows?
Just wow. Okay, I think we've rattled him up now.
I don't know.
My explosion.
Johnny would be good as a heel.
I exploded before.
I wouldn't mind Teddy Leg running both shows, but then Laurinaitis is entertaining. I don't want to say either of them off TV, and I don't think it will be the end of either.
Oh, no.
I can't pull because obviously there's so many on other teams that I want to win and have their WrestleMania moments as well, because that does have a factor for me.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know. Team Teddy,
So Team Teddy at the minute,
probably Team Teddy.
Yeah, I believe at the minute Team Teddy is.
And we could bring Johnny back in another story.
As far as he's still going to be executive vice president of talent relations. Sorry, I said that wrong, didn't I?
Yeah, Laurinaitis could be executive vice president of talent
He'll
relations.
still be the executive vice president of talent relations.
And then not.
Because I said you the other day that Laurinaitis loses the match, and then the next day he can go, "Well, Teddy, I'm still the executive vice president of talent relations, and therefore you're fired." And then
he wouldn't fire him.
Mm-hmm.
He'd wish him the best in his future endeavours.
He'd still say you're fired.
No, he wouldn't have to. That's what he'd do. He'd just go, "I wish you." That's what he did to Jomo, wasn't it?
It was.
So let's look at the teams. So far, Team Teddy is Captain Santino Marella.
Who was? We'll go through this he's currently 2-0 at WrestleMania.
Right.
And that's one thing for Team Teddy because I want that streak to continue.
Then we have Kofi Kingston.
He is 1-2 WrestleMania records.
Money in the Banks most of the time.
Yeah, and obviously the Cole win last year.
And R-Truth.
R-Truth, 1 loss at WrestleMania. Money in the Bank at 26.
And is that all we've got for
That's all I've got. Spoiler free.
Spoiler free. Yep. And then Team Ace. How does that hit the call? Team Ace.
Well, we've got
you have Captain David Otunga.
Yes.
0-1.
You have Mark Henry. Bizarre.
0-3. He needs a WrestleMania moment. He really needs a WrestleMania moment.
He's had WrestleMania moments. He's just not.
He needs a WrestleMania win. He needs a win, basically.
Captain Charisma Christian.
Yes.
3-3.
Close. I would do than that.
To show off Dolph Ziggler.
Yes. I am perfection. I am perfection.
He is currently an 0-2 record.
Yeah, thanks, Snooki.
Snooki beat Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania.
That's the true
lived up, and he's still got a career. If you can take a defeat of Snooki and still be as high up the card where you are, I think John Cena will be fine.
I think losing Snooki.
And of course, the final member, spoiler free, the All-American Jack Swagger.
And he's 1-0 at WrestleMania, Mr. Swagger, with a Money in the Bank win at 26.
Of course, because he's only made appearances in the other one.
I think actually my Christian stats, I need to look at them again. 26, he was in the Money in the Bank and he lost there, didn't he?
I don't think he was. Yeah, he was, yeah.
He wasn't at 24.
27, he was Edge's side.
Was he at 25?
Yeah, because it was him and Kane you were rooting for at 25. Money in the Bank.
Okay.
So, actually, 3 and 4. And then what I was going to say, the interesting until like the next match, the interesting point on this, if you're not like undefeated, like 1-0 or 2-0, everybody either has a draw or a major losing streak at WrestleMania more than wins. And I was quite surprised that I thought there might be someone like.
And since you mentioned streaks,
yes,
let's go to my match that I am worried about. The match that makes me hide behind my big, comfy armchair and drink.
In my best Howard Finkel, which isn't that good. But...
Triple H versus The Undertaker
in Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a
Featuring Shawn Michaels as the guest referee.
Yes, I'll quickly throw out the stats here because they're pretty fucking obvious.
Yeah.
The Undertaker has a 100% record at WrestleMania. Triple H does not.
19-0.
And this is statistically speaking, the odds against Triple H winning at WrestleMania are 4-1. Exactly. If Triple H wins, if Triple H wins, it will most likely happen by a pinfall following a pedigree at 19 minutes and 23 seconds.
On top of the cell.
If The Undertaker wins, it will most likely happen... Oh, thank you.
We're all friends on this show.
Yes. I dropped one of my Smarties.
So did Dan.
No. If The Undertaker...
over.
Sorry, when The Undertaker wins...
When.
It will most likely happen by a pinfall following a tombstone at 16 minutes and 8 seconds. So again, the slightly shorter match will favour. Of course, this does not take into account the statistics killer that is HBK.
I'm going to call it right now. HBK, 3 champions, both of them, crop chops, both of them, and sits on the top rope waiting for them to fight.
At the beginning of the match.
Right at the beginning of the match. Boom, boom! Just suck it, sits there and just goes, fuck you.
I think he's going to screw Triple H.
I'm going to call screwing Triple H because he has a history of screwing his tag team partners over.
Yeah.
Barbershop window.
Booker T in the NWO.
Do you know why he put him through the barbershop window?
Because of them. Because Marty let him down all those world tag team title matches.
No, it's because Shawn never really needed Marty.
Yeah.
No, this one is my match. I'm looking forward to it. The promos for it have been excellent.
Yes.
I mean, and to a certain point, I was there sitting. Sometimes I forgot it was Triple H was the opponent. Yeah. It was like you were sitting watching Shawn and Taker talk, and you going, "Wow, that's gonna be amazing." Oh, right, yeah, Triple H is there. Oh, yeah, he's got to do something.
You're a fan of both men.
I
want to throw this one out. You're a fan of both men.
Yeah.
Obviously, you defend Triple H, and I slag him off.
Yeah.
Well then. How would you feel to Triple H? Obviously, I asked you this last year about Hell in a Cell. 20-0, got so close, and he didn't do the job. How would your feelings be towards Triple H? Would you agree? And
I wouldn't be alive to see it.
Would you agree it was this egotistical maniac? I'm in charge now. Screw you, people. I'm number one. Or
I don't know because it's Taker, so it's one of those ones where it would be Taker's he's the leader in the back, no matter what people say. Yeah. He's the one person Vince talks to and asks his opinions, not the person who goes up and whispers in his ear.
Yeah.
Or tries to make sure he's around the corner whenever something's getting said. For me, I believe that Triple H has too much respect for him to put his ego in the way of Undertaker. I also believe that Shawn and probably Vince, if he ever tried it, would probably sit him in the line and go, no.
Yeah, I think Shawn's click allegiance is not as strong as his respect for the business.
I don't think anyone's click allegiance is as strong as their respect for the dead man is.
And quite frankly, let's face it, it's not like Shawn Michaels wouldn't be prepared to bury Triple H if Vince asked him.
If Triple H said no, I'm not doing the job. It's not like Taker couldn't legitimately put him out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Taker would probably smell a screw job and a shoot a mile off and just go, right, fuck yous.
Well, even then, you would have to be. You have to have either incredibly big balls or incredibly little brain to even think about screwing over the dead man.
Or putting you on, going, yeah, I'm the guy who did it. Nah, I don't think Triple H is that stupid.
No. I think
if one thing's been proven by the way he's worked the business, and I say the business, not the way he's made his career, because he's worked the business, let's be honest.
Yes, of course.
He's not a stupid man.
No.
He's a very intelligent man. he knows what he wants and how to get it. But this is something, if he wants it, he's going to have to get in the back.
And at Mania, there's nothing wrong with losing to The Undertaker.
Yeah.
You've lost to The Undertaker.
He's already done it twice.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Shawn did it twice.
Kane did it twice.
Kane's did it twice. Diesel did it. Your good friend Kevin Nash did it.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to sit there in the back and go, no, I'm better than all of
Your
these.
good friends Ric Flair, Randy Orton, Batista have all done
They've
it.
all jobbed. The Click, Evolution, DX, they've all jobbed. Fucking Giant Gonzalez jobbed. And if you're not a man of Giant Gonzalez, then that says a lot about you.
King Kong Bundy, Jake the
Bundy,
Snake,
Jake,
Snooker,
and we know how Jake is.
Big Show.
Big Show. Yeah, are you going to go to the back and tell the Big Show that you're better? That no, I'm not jobbing. Yeah, I don't think you're in that conversation.
I'm pretty certain Undertaker would be doing his best Stone Cold impression if he heard someone go, I'm not going to jump Undertaker. What?
No, it wouldn't be that. You wouldn't have the dome, you wouldn't have the lights, you just had that moment where you heard it and suddenly he appeared behind them.
Yeah.
And it'd just be, what you say, boy?
Apparently you don't know what pay-per-view it is. It's WrestleMania.
Oh, WrestleMania. I thought you said Extreme Rules.
Sorry,
My bad.
I'm
With April. I thought it was the 21st. Sorry, Tiger. I thought we were talking about the 21st, not the 1st. Sorry.
That is crawling better than Paul Heyman.
All of a sudden you just see Taker there, like you say, you just be, I thought, he said Raw, did he? Did he not see? Did he not? Vince said Raw. I'm sure. Wrestle. Of course I'll do the job. Yeah, of course. It'd be an honor.
Taker. Oh, right. I thought I was fighting Vader. Right, sorry. Sorry. Well, come on.
I thought he said Warrior again. My bad.
But come on, whilst Djismie's over there stuffing his face with Easter egg.
I'm eating Easter egg.
That's a long hashtag.
Have you seen my hashtags?
Yes.
What about 140 characters of hashtags?
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen you do it before.
Oh, why? Why did?
Just getting old.
So, like I said, I mean, I think. See, me and Dan want to see the same results. We want the Undertaker to win.
Well, in this case, so is Erik Van Djismie.
I was about to ask.
But Erik Van Djismie, what would your reaction be if Triple H did do a job and that your best friend had just shot himself in the head?
I was there when Taker lost. It was
I'd never hear the fucking end of it, would I?
Basically, though, we would just blame you.
Oh yeah, and he'd revel in it. He'd be pissed off in that.
No, I'd embrace it.
And no offense, quite frankly, I think you walk the line when you piss Dan off. You see, I can piss you off all I want because as much as I say I'll kick your ass, I'm also a cripple. So it's like, if I'm gonna,
hashtag spinal kick.
Yeah, so like, I might be able to beat you in a trampoline match. I don't know. Maybe if we ever go to Hopsies again, I'll face you in a trampoline match.
I'm good.
But quite frankly, I thought if a street fight ever broke out, quite frankly, I'd put my money on him.
Street
just
fight.
Yeah.
And hashtag Total Marco trampoline street fight match.
You really want see you and me in a trampoline street fight match?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, the street is not going to be just covered with trampolines.
No.
That's a shame.
We'll carry on.
Can you imagine going to Asda?
The trampoline will come with us while we're fighting. Just use it as a weapon down the street.
Hashtag good booking.
We'll get Hopsy and Jeff and Cindy just to roll the fucker down there.
Hashtag the pinfall.
Catch it!
Hashtag the pinfall has to take place on the trampoline.
Yeah, I'd take you one in the trampoline match. I've done it before.
Damn right.
I remember I pissed off your old friend Steve Ben by eliminating him from the Rumble by screwing him because he eliminated me, so I pulled him off the trampoline.
He wasn't pissed off, Stephen.
He was pissed off. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just eliminated you, fuckface."
You gotta be careful though. You got time to beat the wife.
Hopsy won that bastard. He threw me off, and that's when I put my head dented into his grass.
I was really worried where that sentence was going, actually.
Anyway, so that's WrestleMania up and done, and apparently a trampoline match signed and sealed and delivered.
If I'm going to fight him in a trampoline street fight, I want Mick Foley in a trampoline street fight match. Me, Mick Foley.
When I said hashtag triple threat, that meant you as well.
So I'll do it.
Not a ref, you're in it.
I'll do it. It doesn't bother me. You're ready for some sweet misery, like?
I am. As long as I get the pinfall. As long as I can get the cheap win.
Excuse me.
On you. I'm not going to pin you, I want to pin him.
What? Yeah, I'll stop you.
No, you've been incapacitated by the masked flying dolphin.
Please, I'm nicer to him. He's more likely a job to me than you.
Dan.
Won't be me who's got the problem of who the job to. I'll just wait until someone automatically takes him out and then go, "Hi, Djsimie."
I just come in.
We'll go for a ride. Whee! Boom!
Anyway, that's us covering Mania. So I just want to give final thoughts on WrestleMania. How we're feeling towards it.
Well, I can't fucking wait. I'm going. Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Thanks. That's my nightmares for the next week.
Yes. Hashtag yes.
Dan, your thoughts on WrestleMania?
For me, it's one of the most evenly stacked and possibly it has all the potential of being the very best Mania in history.
I'm just generally looking forward to it. It's going to be great. I'm going to watch it with my little brother, the Lone Walker one, and it should be an awesome show. So, Dan, your segment, because none of us forgot.
Not at all.
Of course, I have Geek Kings. You gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
Watch it.
Thank you. I've done a very, since we're doing WrestleMania.
Yes.
I've done a WrestleMania special. I've chosen 3 matches, 3 feuds from WrestleMania, the build-ups to it that you gotta go check out.
Absolutely.
So let's start off with the Shawn Michaels one. You've got to have a Shawn Michaels one in there.
Yeah, why not?
And I'll do something.
Right?
I'll do something that WWE won't do. I'll mention Chris Benoit.
Whoa.
So WrestleMania 20 had a main event that, yes, it was a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship, but it wasn't just a ghost that he fought. Not by that point, anyway.
Too soon.
So we had Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Chris Benoit. It was a hell of a match.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a great match. But the build-up is really what you want to watch. And to start this, you've got to go to the title match at the Royal Rumble and the last man standing.
Yes.
A hell of a match. Doesn't have a draw. You don't see nothing. So what I want you to do is go that and then watch the Raws afterwards. Benoit wins the Rumble that night. Suddenly he uses a loophole. Guess what? That's when it was born. And of course, Erik Van Djismie is a huge fan of loopholes.
Hashtag loopholes.
But there's a particular one I want you to do is when the contract signing happens. And suddenly it's going to be a one-on-one match until Shawn Michaels says, "Nah, I don't like that." BAM! Sweet chin music. Yep. And he signs his name on the contract.
Hashtag loophole.
What was great about this feud as well is the fact that it didn't feel forced that an extra man was put into it.
Exactly.
Nothing felt forced. It just felt it was a natural process, and it was just, well, yeah, that makes sense. Let's see that.
Yes.
So that's the first you got to watch, and the Shawn Michaels one. Now it's WrestleMania. Let's get the Undertaker mention in.
Yeah.
And I was gonna do something else and mention American Badass period, which of course you're not allowed to do.
Why?
Because apparently you're just not allowed to mention it.
Oh, is that when he should have lost?
I've gone for 21.
2 years later.
Randy Orton.
Good match. Good build-up.
Yep, the good build match. But this was the first time I was nervous as a Taker fan for the streak. It was the first time it was really focused on the streak as well. And Randy turned heel so simply. He RKO'd Stacy Keibler.
Bastard!
That's how it's done, people.
You will never, ever have a partner again in your life.
After, and then...
It's wrestling.
Torture with drugs. Fucking... that's how it's done, RKO. Jesus Christ.
It's wrestling. Anything goes. And I mean anything. Because it's not real.
You're stepping all over my segment again.
Sorry. Sorry, Dan. I feel strongly.
I know you do.
He was the one that said, "Bro, kick AJ."
I know. But
that's different.
That's different. It's still man.
You've all apologised and you're still doing
it. I'm sorry. Right.
But
hashtag I'm sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, to me, this really showed the Legend Killer at its best since Foley.
Oh, yeah.
It slipped away a bit, but this really showed. And if you ever want to see what happens to Taker when you slap him, go to YouTube and type it in. Because Taker, apparently lightning starts flashing, and something about a dragon, and sleeping, and fire, and Bob Orton Jr. is involved, and it's weird.
Oh yeah, that was fun. A dragon.
That's what he said. He was a sleeping dragon or some bullshit. But the match itself was a really good match. Bob Orton comes down, he tries to interfere. It was his Hall of Fame year, of course, Bob Orton Jr. Of course, and then you had the RKO, which I'm sure you popped for at the time.
Hey!
And when I cried, I was like, no, it's going to happen. So, there's another one.
So you seriously thought the streak may end at that point?
Well, you think about that was what? That was... so what number that was?
21.
Oh,
hang on. I'll refer to my stats and count them.
The first time I ever thought Undertaker could lose was when he faced Shawn Michaels.
13.
That's the first time I ever thought he could lose was when he.
But this was 13, so it wasn't. And come on, it was Randy Orton. He'd done things that we didn't expect.
Not even then.
Unlucky number 13. I have to give a shout out to Jake the Snake Roberts in this build-up. Bastard didn't turn up at Stanley, but he didn't turn up at the Lamplight Theatre, so you go to Monday Night Raw the next night. How dare he? How dare he screw me over?
And the final match that I'm going to focus on. WrestleMania 2000. Your favourite WrestleMania?
Oh, die with the days. No, not a single match in sight.
I'm gonna mention some names. Okay,
do it.
Mention some names and we'll see how you react and see if you know where I'm going with this one. Jeff.
Yes.
Matt.
I know where you're going.
Edge.
Yes.
Yep.
Christian.
Yes.
Boy.
Yep.
Diva.
Yep.
Screw TLC.
Triangle ladder match.
Yes.
Now this is how you focus on a tag team division.
Yep.
You have a rivalry that's been building from, I'm going to say No Mercy, maybe just before then, with the Terry Invitational tournament.
Tit.
And it was always a perky competition, I have to say that. But this is how you focus on a competition.
2 big endorsements.
That was really bad. That was like his cabinet.
No wrong with that.
And these are three of the best tag teams of all time.
Right.
You can't say enough good things about the match.
Nope.
There's moments galore. And you can't say enough good things about this rivalry that continued for the better part of 10 years with Edge, Matt, and Jeff.
Absolutely, yeah.
And even now, Bully and Jeff. Devon, not so much.
100% agree.
Yeah. Even Christian got and Christian and Ed.
So all I'm going to say is this. Go do yourself a favour.
Do it.
Find WrestleMania 2000.
Listen to the man.
Put it into whatever it is. If it's on YouTube, enter it, watch the whole thing, but remember to watch this. Watch it once.
Watch it twice.
Stop it. Rewind it. And after you've got over your initial, oh my God, what was that? Watch it again and focus on what these 6 competitors are doing in the ring and how you are not missing a single moment because they are putting on a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And look at the little things that each participant does. Now that's the 3 you got to watch, but I'm going to throw out an honorary mention.
Yeah.
WrestleManias are about moments.
Yeah.
WrestleManias are about pops.
Yes.
You want to hear a pop? You want to hear a pop? WrestleMania 14.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even start. You are in the building. You already got competitors in the outside of the ring.
Yes.
And what do you hear?
Yes.
And you, my friend, will hear a pop. And that's not just for Sonny in a very sexy outfit. That is for Animal and Hawk, the Legion of Doom. Always got a big pop. Always got moments. I don't think there was a louder one than when they returned as LOD 2000.
The 15-man tag team battle, right?
Battle
a
Royal.
Random start on that match. As far as I know, that is the match with the WrestleMania match with the most participants in it. As far as I know,
very possibly that. But you want legends, you want pops, you want moments. Go watch that. And the only one that I can think that would equal it, and bear in mind it's tilted because of the location and where it is, a pop at WrestleMania would be Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 17 entrance. That would be the huge pop. Now that is my Geek Kings you got to watch. So go watch.
Damn right. Go watch it now. And whilst you're watching those, maybe you should watch my top 10 WrestleMania moments. These are my top 10s. I have gone through this list once over Dan because apparently my knowledge of WrestleMania is shit.
Yeah.
So basically, he's correct. He's corrected me on some of the numbers. In fact, no, he only corrected me on one number. So I'm slightly proud of myself. So Djismie, I'm going to mention these are from 10 to 1. Right. I'm going to name the WrestleMania it is and tell me what you think the moment from it is.
Right.
So my number 10 moment comes from WrestleMania 18.
Rock Hogan?
No, it's moments, not matches.
Oh, moments.
Yeah.
Yes, strictly moments. My top moment from WrestleMania 18, yeah? Well, number 10. And some WrestleManias will appear more than once in this list.
Yeah.
So WrestleMania 18, my 10th favourite moment.
The Hogan face turn.
Stone Cold Steve Austin gives the stunner to Scott Hall.
That
was such a boom. That was both ridiculous and awesome at the same time.
Hey, yo, I tell you what it is, Austin. I tell you, I'm a belt, yo. You stun me once, I come back up. I stay up, you know. And then you hit the bad guy with the second stunner. Chico, it's over.
Number 9, WrestleMania 17. Because I know how he's going. Well, I know what I like, but this is Steven.
William Regal opening the show?
No, Linda McMahon wakes up from a coma and kicks Mr. McMahon's grapefruits, and Mick Foley unleashes his fury on Mr. McMahon.
Not the coast to coast.
Now what is Foley doing? He can't do that!
At number 8, WrestleMania 17 again. And I'll give you a clue, not the same match.
The gimmick battle royal?
Not it.
Edge spears Jeff Hardy off the ladder.
Just be your fitting van.
Number 7 is WrestleMania 20.
The Eddie Benoit at the end.
Yes, Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit end the night as champions. Number 6, WrestleMania 18.
Triple H coming back from a career-ending injury with the title.
Arn Anderson delivers the double A spine buster to Undertaker.
By God, I want a spine buster!
Number 5, WrestleMania 20.
Again?
Yeah.
Undertaker's return.
Stone Cold Steve Austin gets the Goldberg, the Stone Cold Stunner.
My God, he's just stunning him right on the WWE!
I was waiting for that moment for so long. Number 4, WrestleMania 19.
19. The Shawn Michaels Jericho embrace where he low blows him?
No. Roddy Piper attacks Hulk Hogan to help Vince McMahon.
No!
That's Roddy Piper!
No!
That's Roddy! What's he doing?
Number 3, WrestleMania 14.
Tyson Austin.
Stone Cold defeats Shawn Michaels to become WWE champion. Number
Where's
2.
that? I need that.
Number 2, WrestleMania 26.
26?
Yep.
Just put your password in.
Can't think of anything you'd like.
Shawn Michaels kicks out the tombstone.
Right.
And then number 1.
I hated that
my
moment.
Favourite,
I hated that moment.
My favourite WrestleMania moment of all time, WrestleMania 24.
24?
24.
Favourite moment.
This is the one you correct me on.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Pass.
Shawn Michaels says, I love you, then super kicks Ric Flair.
What did you say?
He said it was 25.
Fair enough.
I said it was 23, I think. I got the wrong
Oh,
but
yeah,
So those were my top 10 WrestleMania moments of all time.
Very good.
Right, in which case we're on to our final segment, which is #Fan Corner. Dan, take us away.
Does Erik Van Djismie got the questions?
Well, fine, Djismie.
Fine.
In which case I've got one question.
I thought Dan was going to do a bit of an introduction to Fan Corner, but never mind.
Okay,
No.
I can do an introduction if you really want.
We do.
We want one.
We want one and we want
Dan. That's the last time you'll ever hear that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Cut the music! Right, basically, Fan Corner, you want to get a hold of us, you want to ask the Marks a question, and we'll do the very best we can to answer any and all questions right here on #TotalMarkout. First things first, you want to send us a question, do it via Tumblr, do it via Facebook, or just send it via Twitter. We'll get them one way or another, and we will answer them. So, with the first question, Steve Jones.
Well, I've got a question here all the way from Vancouver, Canada, from Tony O'Hara, which has to be one of the most awesome names in the world.
And he's Canadian, hasn't he?
Yeah. Who asks, what is the likelihood of seeing Stone Cold Steve Austin versus CM Punk at next year's WrestleMania?
Very unlikely.
Yeah, not going to happen.
If it does happen, it'll be an Austin thing where he would say, I can do this much, and Punk would be the guy to work with him because he would make $1 million.
If they really need the help by that WrestleMania, they'll call Austin and say, well, you remember how you wanted all this money, Austin? We kind of have it. I mean, Austin could go. I mean,
Austin says he could do...
Austin says he has 2 years in him.
No, he says... Actually, he doesn't. He said he wouldn't do it anymore. What he said was that I believe I was watching something the other day. I think it might have been with you.
Yeah,
but he said he could go. He's feeling well enough to do a match or two, but not to go on the regular circuit. So you could see it, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah, it depends on how much help. I mean, if Vince McMahon asks and he's got the right money, Stone Cold will do it.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to go a different one. I think it will happen. I think we got the tiny build-up last year with the... Do you want to be here? What?
Yeah.
And he was that. I think it will happen. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's next year, but I think there's a very high chance that it will happen eventually. Personally,
do you reckon
from Erik Van Djismie.
About 25% chance he'll have it next year's, and about 75% chance it's going to happen.
Yeah,
eventually.
75% definitely. 25%, maybe. Yeah, but I really think it will happen. Okay. I might be a bit higher.
So,
maybe 30.
All right, we'll say 30. About 33%. That it's going out because that's a third.
I'm saying WrestleMania 30 as well. That may be the one to do it at. MSG.
30?
That's 2 years.
But will it be? That's the thing.
No,
will it be MSG?
It's pretty much guaranteed. That's why they took him to New Jersey last time.
All right. So, Tom Marcout's opinion, it's not necessarily likely, but it definitely could happen.
Yeah.
It's not a write-off. So, Djismie, you've got the rest
I
of
have 2 questions. I only have 2 questions this week, but they're both from @HeelTurn86.
Okay.
One of my Twitter followers and fellow people that goes to the shows at Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
And his first question was about The Rock John Cena.
Okay.
The match itself. And he asked us, do we think it should be a one-time thing or a best-of-3 series over the space of from now till WrestleMania 29?
I mean,
do you want to go first, Dan?
Yeah, I'll go first. We've briefly talked about this before.
Yeah.
But to go more, I think it will be a best-of-3 maybe. Or maybe, probably they're doing the 3 Manias, maybe just doing, like you said, SummerSlam and then do Mania.
That's how I would go for it personally. Yeah.
I believe I would want it to probably be a one-off. So it meant something. So it was special, it was a special match. I wasn't happy when the Hogan Rock got a return match because then it watered down the Icon as Icon match. So I think it should be, I want it to be just a one-off.
Fair enough. I'm going to go with the whole WrestleMania, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and I would love to see it like that.
I don't think they've got what it takes to make this a best out of 3. I honestly think that WrestleMania is the deciding factor, and I don't think anyone will accept another.
Yeah, weird.
I mean, not even that. I just don't think they'll accept. I mean, with Hogan, as they say in the business, it's Hogan. You know what I mean? So the reason they got away with it is because it's Hogan. The reason why the fans accepted it was Hogan. It's the same excuse that vintage marks use when they say, "Oh, Hulk Hogan should be champion, whatever company's in." It's about that it's Hogan. It's automatically accepted. To a certain extent, that is true. I mean, Hogan. I mean, it is Hulk Hogan. He's one of the guys. I mean, hell. Even I would have to admit, if I saw Mick Foley as champion again, I'd be like, well, I mean, we were commenting about Ricky Steamboat before.
Yeah.
So basically, that would be Hogan, but this is John Cena, and John Cena has a hard time convincing people he should be in the fucking WWE, let alone, against The Rock. Yeah. So I don't think anyone would accept it, even if The Rock lost at Mania, then won at SummerSlam, won the next Mania. I think people would go, nah. They would look at the next WrestleMania match as kind of like, oh, Rock just needs a payoff for jobbing last year. So I don't think it would work the other way around.
Yeah.
If Cena went to face Rock in another Mania, it'd be like, they're just trying to build him back up again, and it's not going to work. So one time only for me.
Okay. And the last final question
of the fan corner, unless anyone else has any more.
Nope.
This is again, as I said, from @HeelTurn86, cheap plug. Who should be World Heavyweight Champion / WWE Champion first? From a list of Cody Rhodes, Wade Barrett, R-Truth, or Kofi Kingston.
Ooh. It's an eclectic group.
You want to go first?
Okay. In my head, it would go R-Truth, Wade Barrett, Cody Rhodes than Kofi Kingston. Here's why. First of all, R-Truth is already a world champion.
This is why this was strictly WWE or World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, because that's where I was going.
R-Truth has already proved his mettle in my mind because he has held the NWA TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
He is a former world champion, and he's held one of the big ones.
Yes.
So he's proved that he could do it, and I think right now his character is one of those ones that if he got the win, he's got the intensity and the comedy value. So he's kind of like he's a few leagues in front of Santino Marella, where Santino Marella can suddenly, in the middle of a match, bust out the serious shit, whereas R-Truth is like that all the time. He's got the comic edge, but he's already intense. You know, they even build him as the most dangerous guy going into the Elimination Chamber, which was bollocks. But some people believed it, which is awesome PR work. And then I'd say Wade Barrett, because Wade Barrett's done a great deal of work, establishing us as a big player. In my mind, he can go. He's not the greatest person in the ring, but he's believable. You know, he goes out, he sells well, and other people sell him well. Not the best in the business by far. And whoever you are, you're a friend of Djismie's. I am shocked that Dolph Ziggler's not on this list. But
he's been a world champion.
But nah, fuck that.
He has. Though.
I know he has, but
that's why.
That's why he's not in this list.
They ruined it. But anyway, then I would put Cody Rhodes. I hate the guy. Never want to see him as world champion. Don't want to see him now. I think he's a shit Intercontinental champion. I think he's a shit performer. He's not entertaining. He's boring. He's a wank. But when you put him next to Kofi Kingston, it's like, okay, Cody is a far more legitimate champion than Kofi is. Whereas Kofi is flash in the pan, sizzle no steak, boring, unentertaining, useless. He can't even jump properly. So, I thought in my mind, Kofi should never be World Heavy Champion or WWE Champion. So there you go.
Yeah, for me, it is Truth, Cody, Barrett, Kofi. Similar to the reasons for Truth. Truth has already been there and done that, I believe. He's a main event caliber. For me, Cody Rhodes will be World Champion by the end of the year. I have a funny feeling he has. Him and Dolph will both probably at the end of the year. Him and Dolph will be in the position Daniel Bryan and Punk are now. Wade Barrett, I'd love to see it happen. I think he's a hell of a talent. I think he's got the heel tactics right. I don't know if it would work if they turn him face. And I believe he'll probably be, if not world champion by the end of the year, he'll be world champion by the end of next year because he's probably going to win the Money in the Bank at SummerSlam.
Who's that one?
Wade Barrett.
All right.
And Kofi Kingston, I like Kofi. I think Kofi can be serious, and when he can, it's intensity. He needs more practice of being serious, but the problem being is that the last time it was Randy Orton, and he fucked that up. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. Yourself, Djismie?
For me, it would be R-Truth first. I'll go reiterating the point that he has been at the top, but I think last year he should have won a WWE title. I've seen a couple of punishment.
Yeah, I would give that.
I would have given him a heel run more than a face run. Yeah. I think it would have worked more even with the crazy character from there. Next, I would have said Cody Rhodes. I'm all for, like, he wants to, I'm respecting him for saying he wants to be a dual champion, dual warrior / Triple H. Yeah. Please mention that to Cody next time. I would like to see a dual champion. I would like to see how he could try and carry both, two major titles in a single title.
He's not big enough to carry both belts.
No, he's not. That's, you know.
He can have one around his waist.
He could.
He'll fall over.
We'll get Viscera to carry them. Anyway, so I would like to see someone try and pull that off again, but with a bit more legit, obviously...
Well, Warrior was the only one who did it, really. I mean, you're saying Triple H, but Triple H didn't hold the belt, did he? It was vacated instantly.
Deactivated.
Yeah, so. But Ultimate Warrior had to vacate the Intercontinental title straight away as well, so we've never actually seen a run with it. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind seeing a run like that. Then to me, I would say Kofi Kingston.
Let me guess.
Not Jews order.
He's paid his Jews.
Jews order.
Yeah.
No. Well, yes.
Don't say that. It sounds as if you said Jews.
It's Jews.
The Jews are over.
The Jews
we love the Jews. We're friends with the Jews.
Jews order, yes, but
nothing wrong with the Jews.
I think Kofi has a bit more of an edge than Barrett at the minute. I think.
Well, yeah, he's there.
Not by fucking much.
He's actually on TV.
Yeah, but that's not Barrett's fault. It was Big Show throwing Ziggler on him.
Yeah, it was an
accident. Oh, that's an accident, but Miz dropped R-Truth and we'll shout out.
Yeah, I'll shout him. Just fucking get on with it.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into
Kofi
that.
next, he's like, I think he could be a good athletic champion. Not a long reign, but a couple of months we'll test the waters.
Right.
One hit wonder, probably, yeah. And then I think Wade Barrett could do the whole heel gimmick, but not sneaking victories. I think he could be a legitimate champion. I think he could get a group behind him again, possibly the core, and that could help him out. Nexus core. I think he's definitely proved himself as a leader, and I think he works best in a group. Yeah. So I think that would work well.
Well, why didn't he bring Drew and Sheamus back into it and be the Empire again?
Or Regal could manage him to his world title, and Regal could screw him over and get Regal to be world champion. And I know heel turn 86 would love to see that.
Who wouldn't?
Well, this is the part where we plug the shit out of stuff. So let me just quickly say that Total Markout can be found on Tumblr at totalmarkout.tumblr.com. Exactly, go there now. Or you can find our Facebook page at facebook.com/Total Markout. And of course, you can follow all of us, dear friends, on Twitter. I am at SteveJones313. He is at King632. And he is at Erik Van Djismie in the... Remember it!
And Eric has a K.
But if you can spell the rest of it, I'll be fucking impressed without copying and pasting.
And not only that, you can catch Total Markout on blip.tv/Total Markout, on youtube.com/user/The Wandering Angel. And we will be back in 2 weeks' time after WrestleMania. Yes, we will be recording on April 5th, so we're going to have a very jet-lagged Djismie, but he has sworn he'll be here.
I will be here.
And hopefully, by that point, we will have launched our wrestling fantasy game.
Yes. Our next episode will
Let's talk about this a bit more.
With all hope, will be the launch of the new Total Markout Fantasy Wrestling League, and it should be fun to do. But that is all from us, and we're thanking you for joining us for this longer broadcast. We're not usually used to doing these long shows. I couldn't even finish that without laughing. We're a long show. We'll be back after WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy WrestleMania. We will, we hope. Thank you, everybody. Good night, and
# Markout!